like how much you really want for this book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Make me an offer. Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, don't start that conversation, right?
These people, the make me an offer people. Okay,
Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
Good morning.
it's just important for me as long as they're just as offended by my offer as I am by their original price.
Yeah.
That's my goal. Now we're both offended. Let's try to correct this.
Let's
Hey,
make
I
each other
see.
happy.
I see
Yeah.
StreamYard has this nice little new feature that I could actually chat in the stream instead of having YouTube in the background.
What?
That's
Oh,
pretty
I didn't know
sweet.
that. Guests can chat on the StreamYard end now, huh?
Ooh, let's try it. Hello, everyone.
If Rob chats, it comes up as me.
Yeah.
Because
Yep, there I am. There I am. I made it.
Well,
hold on,
goddamn.
Sweet. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
That is cool. I didn't realize that last
Mhm.
night.
I just caught it now.
it is, yeah, I just sent you a message, but it's not in the private chat.
No, I see it right now. Good morning, Legion. How you doing?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Everybody can chat with me. That's the window open. That's right.
Rob, you just chat all you want. It's like if I'm on DJ's channel and I go to chat or something, I'll just put me in parentheses, like mark in parentheses, or just chat like it matters.
I'll just
leave
chat
them,
as
leave
you.
them wondering. Yeah, leave them wondering if it's me or you. Who cares?
Hey, say something absurd, like
Yeah.
I like young children. What does that
Don't-
mean? What do you mean by I like? That's the question.
All right, Rob just had to leave the chat.
Oh, you have a
Good
couple.
morning,
You
collecting.
have a
with
couple young
dirt.
children. You like them, don't you?
I love my kids.
So
See,
I
there you
I
go.
love my kids. I love my kids to death. I don't necessarily always have to
You
like them.
killed your kids.
Who said that?
You said you
Yeah,
love them.
yes,
to
you
death.
did in a roundabout way. Now that I
No,
think
I
about
don't
it,
necessarily have to like them.
Oh.
I have to love my kids, love one another,
But
but you
said
don't
you love them
necessarily
to
have to
death.
like
I
everybody.
think that I like my kids about 98% of the time. Like realistically, like that's how enjoyable they are. They're and I think that
That's because they're
sometimes,
young.
well, it's just the luck.
They haven't reached that age yet.
It's just the luck of the draw
Mark's
sometimes
been
too.
there.
Like,
Yeah.
of course, everything can change. I've got an older kid too.
Yeah.
God, she's about to be 16 in 2 weeks, but
Whew.
a lot of it is just the luck of the draw.
I
I
think
know
it's how you
plenty of
treat them. It's how you treat your kids. Like you treat them with the level of
So what?
respect. You still teach them that you teach them what you need to teach them as a parent, but you don't disrespect, their, what they understand, the way they think, the way they do things. And you know what? I have a really good relationship with my girls. I got
I
two
think a lot
girls.
of it is a perspective thing as well. Like I know plenty of other parents, from going to their school events and just growing up with a mom who's been a teacher longer than I've been alive and stuff like that. I think a lot of the stuff that might get on other parents' nerves or bother other parents and stuff like that, it just doesn't bother me. And that's also something that I don't think I deserve flowers for or anything. It's just my nature. I think my nature works good for parenting children.
Mark's naughty by nature. What?
I think it's just I'm immature by nature, not like in just as a blanketed statement. I just think in areas where it's beneficial. I like sitting around and playing with toys with my kids. If they want to show me something, I'm partially legitimately excited to see what they have to show me. They don't pester me being kids. I know it can be a lot sometimes, like I got stuff I got to do, but I don't know. I enjoy raising my children. They're awesome. Entropy in comics, what is happening? Las Crucius, good morning. And happy good morning to Tate Prime. How are you doing today, good sir? Mike. Guess what today is? It's Friday. Good morning, Evil's Comics. Holy frioli, that just reminded me. Either of you guys, either one of you's two's dudes, watch the season finale to Superman and Lois.
I'm gonna put a pass. I didn't see it.
Like I know a lot of people sleep on this show for numerous reasons, and most of them justified, especially with the track record with the CW. But my God, even if you just go and you fire up the season finale, like just watch it for what it is, my God. That's how you season finale a TV show. It was insane. Good morning, Trev, the shipping
And
guru.
it was renewed, right? I know. I heard
Yeah.
that it was renewed. It's the one show that got renewed.
Yo, if they wouldn't have renewed it, they better had an alternate ending like they did with Stargirl. Like Jeff Johns isn't an idiot, and for the season 3 of Stargirl, he did 2 endings to the final episode. You know, like one where there is another season coming, and one where this is the wrap up, and it was a flawless 3 seasons. And I didn't think it could get better than Stargirl, and Superman and Lois has absolutely put itself in the lead. Yeah, I saw that when I was on the Biggie chat yesterday. Not sure
He's talking about the chat. The chat feature. Yeah.
Been there for like a week.
You know, it's funny.
You know, when you host your shows, you don't know this.
Well, even like last night, I was on Insomniac Theater, and I don't remember seeing it. But then again, it was freaking
Insomniac Theater.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Help me out here.
Yeah, and yesterday I was in Brian's channel and I didn't pay attention to that, you know. So
Izzy,
I
help
think
me out here.
what you want. Hola, ¿cómo está? Viaje cómico de papa. It's almost exactly how it's written.
What does it mean? Comics of Papa's
Comics Journey of Father of Comics Journey.
Okay, makes sense. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Los Comic Journey. That's right. I see where this is going. Okay, yeah. The original Comic Journey, Los.
Let's see.
Good morning, Jean Malo. Kenneth Bird. Good morning. Yeah, the season finale, the Superman and Lois was an absolute game changer, and the way it ends just like leaves you just jaw on the floor. Good morning, Pocan Joe. That season, I've been like screaming its praises since that series started, and this specific season has just set itself just way out front for story writing, for performances. The budget that it's on is comparable to the platform that it's on, but takes it up a notch. You know what I mean? You don't expect more than what you're seeing, and it definitely doesn't come in under par either. It definitely works.
I do have this feeling that even though it was renewed, I think next year is going to be the final season.
100%. It only got renewed for a partial season. Typically, it's been running for 13 episodes. This one's getting 10 episodes, and we're seeing a significant reduction in the cast and crew that are returning. There's specific characters that aren't coming back that even after watching the season finale, I'm like, yo, this does not bode well for their characters in story. You know, like especially with how it ends, you can just write off a lot of people. Like if you come back and do like a 1 week later, if you come back and do like a 3 hour later kind of jump, you can just have a lot of people not alive.
Traditionally speaking, when there's like a movie coming with those types of characters, they like to shut those shows down after the fact. So being that, you know, we got the news of, you know, the new Superman and Lois, and which pretty much looked like Henry Cavill and this girl from Westworld. When that starts running, I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, okay, it's time to shut this down so we could have one Superman, one Lois type of thing. They do that traditionally.
Yeah. No, Mike, we're not double streaming it. You might have to hit the little drop box and switch from top chat to all chat or live chat, depending on what update you're running. It could be called top chat, live chat. What's up with Rob?
I'm trying to do something with Instagram. Is like lagging like a motherfucker.
Did you unplug it and plug it back in?
It's not that everything else is fine. It's like I click on something like in the chat, click on somebody to try to message them or something. It's like I've clicked on somebody and I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting for the messengers to come up so I can send them a message, and it's like just insanely difficult.
Legion of Comics, what do you guys think of Secret Invasion so far? I think it's like a sleeping pill for me.
I enjoyed the last episode. I actually did enjoy it. It's nothing new. It doesn't seem like it's rehashing old type of stories. Because I think it's quite obvious that Rhodey's a Skrull. I have that strong feeling that he's a Skrull, especially since everybody else is a Skrull. But spoiler: the revelation that there's a million Skrulls roaming around and no one caught them.
Yeah, that's the whole premise of the show.
Yeah,
I think speculating who gets to be a Skrull and who's legitimately human is a really fun angle. What is up, Mad Spidey?
Hey, man.
Fun to play with. Yeah, the show's not great. It's definitely not bad though. You know what I mean? I don't have any real complaints about it. It's just not very engaging. The spy thriller aspect of a genre does require us sitting down and doing a lot of dialogue, and I feel like that's where the show's actually the weakest. Unfortunately, the premise of the show is there, the theme is there, but the execution is kind of rough. Going back to specifically what you just pointed out, just think back to that long scene of Rhodey and Nick Fury just sitting in the restaurant talking. The dialogue in this show is really bad. Like the dialogue delivery, like it's if you were reading a comment, you'd be like, there'd be missing words almost. Like the flow of it is just terrible.
Yeah. And we're back to Rhodey doing his speeches, that he's gonna eventually turn on. You know what I mean? It's like he's always the type of character that says one thing here, and then like 3 scenes later, he's doing the complete opposite of what he said. It's always been like a Rhodey approach, the way they've written Rhodey everywhere.
Good morning, Legal Burning. Hope you're doing good today, Randy. Putting a lot of really cool stuff up on IG, and if you don't follow him on Facebook, be sure to follow him over there if you're on that platform as well. I don't know. It's just not a very engaging show. I do like that they kind of do. It looks like they're doing cliffhanger endings for each episode.
Yeah. The first cliffhanger was like, okay. She's gone, and she was gone. It was the real deal.
I don't know. I tried watching the first episode. I saw the very beginning, saw the end, fell asleep in the middle. I have to go back and watch it. The problem is the number of shows lately that I'm falling asleep during is growing infinite. I tried watching. I'll tell you this. I tried watching Monday Night Raw 3 times this week.
It was a bad Raw this week.
I have fallen asleep every single time.
It was a bad Raw.
I'm going to give up at this point because I need to get. Today's Friday, and I still haven't watched Wednesday. And
I'll tell you what, AEW this week, Sunday was the show. I was telling everybody about Kenny Omega and Ospreay. So if you're not a wrestling fan and you watch that match, you're sold. But yeah, they, WWE is getting ready for Money in the Bank tomorrow, so they don't think hard.
Yeah, it'll be one of these weeks where I get caught up by watching ups and downs.
Yeah, that's what I always do. I always watch my Simon Miller. So,
good morning, Matt.
How you doing?
What's going on, boys?
Living the dream. What's going on with you?
I was trying to upload my video, and it was taking too long, and now it's finally done. So I thought I'd jump on for a little bit, saying I'm still semi-awake.
Brilliant.
So another one of my my CBC award nominated show, my statue collection, and I think you might like this one, Mark.
Must be a Spider-Man one.
It's not Spider-Man.
Well, we know it's not DC.
It's not DC. It's not Spider-Man, and it's not
So
Hulk.
it
But
Hulk.
it is
not
another
Hulk.
one of your favorite characters.
Anyone know when Previews populates Marvel for FOC? FOC cutoff for, I think I can't remember which one it is, Marvel or DC. That cutoff is on Sunday night. I would populate the next day.
So the actual cutoff is Sunday night, but a lot of retailers request you make it in by Friday.
So do they populate the new stuff the next day, the following day? Like he's wanting to know when the new stuff.
Oh, the new stuff?
Yeah.
Depends. I could talk to Josh about it.
Yeah,
Josh
I doubt
knows.
there's a hard day. Like even if you catch it on the very first day of it dropping, you might want to check again to see what else gets added to it.
Yeah, because delays. They could say something's coming on and then they could delay it last minute. But like, okay, it's not coming on.
Yeah, I generally look at when I do look at FOC, I generally look at it on Saturday. But my shop, I can, because I'm ordering it, I'm doing it directly within Previews, and they do that. It's fine for them.
I think DC is the one that's a little more of a pain in the butt than all of them. because they do it every 2 weeks or something like that.
Let me ask y'all this: y'all think Fury is a Skrull?
No,
Mike does. Even after the ending to the second episode, you don't think he is?
no, he's not a
I
Skrull.
haven't. I've only seen the first episode.
The second episode's not much to. There's not much story wise to it, but the ending of it makes you think maybe Fury's a Skrull.
I'm gonna go with no. I think that'll be a cheap. I think that'll be a cheap thing. I think Fury being married is more an interesting thing.
I don't think he's a Skrull either.
Yeah,
He might be married to one.
Yes.
Well, he is married to one.
Oh, there you go.
At the end, you watch him go home and make out with his Skrull wife.
The question is, does he know she's a Skrull?
Yeah, absolutely.
They left that ambiguous.
Yeah, they did, but I'm sure he absolutely does.
Whatever.
Unless that's the Skrull Queen hiding. Oh. Good morning, Brother John. How are you doing today? What is good with you? Do you even sleep, Rob? I wonder sometimes. A lot of us don't sleep as much as you would think. Boring. Yeah, it is. It is.
It is not intense. I'll tell you that much. It's not a high action type of thing. And let's be honest, Gravit blowing up that place, you gonna tell me they didn't know it was him? He literally went like this. No one catches that. So
wasn't me.
It's like, oh, and then he's walking like gingerly, like.
Good morning, Taylor. FOMO is the mind killer, says Taylor Winder. Fury announced he was married back in the Avengers movies.
So you gonna make us go back, Taylor? That's what you want us to do?
He slept on Cap's couch that night. One night. That would be Winter Soldier, right? The one where he's on his couch getting shot up.
Now
Fury is still in the space station. Oh yeah, that's a good angle.
Well, there is precedent to him being an actual Skrull, right? There is precedence because there's moments where he's considered dead and he's not. So
Steve. Yeah.
You picked up the A, Steve.
I definitely don't think it's bad. I think it would take a couple of more episodes to really make me feel engaged with the characters and stuff like that. Like it's just really flat by nature of the genre, I think. And with so many new characters that are in it, and they're just kind of standard people, kind of thing. Really haven't spent a lot of time with your supporting cast to really feel invested with them yet. And it's a short ordeal here, right? It's 6 episode.
Yeah.
6
We're already 1/3 away.
Holy shit. Pigs are flying. Raining cats and dogs.
Hola.
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Oh, you can join your chat from
here?
You're like you're like what? 15 minutes too late for that?
So now you can actively comment and participate in the chat from StreamYard. Chip Getler heard our cries.
That's
He's made
dope.
the proper updates. Thank you so much, Chip Getler. Tyler, how are you?
I'm good. This is the first week in like a month. Rob sent me the link, so it's. I guess he wants me on today.
Glad to have you back, man.
How's it going, Tyler? Tyler, have you seen the videos? It's happened.
What?
Where you been?
What happened?
We found the rats.
Oh, when you were standing out there far away and you had those things on.
Well, like I could zoom in. I'm gonna get close to a rat.
That wasn't a rat.
Oh, it was. Well,
That
there's
was a
another
mouse.
video. There's another video that I put it in one of our chat groups. There's rats. So go check that one out.
He showed a clip of a chihuahua with a long tail.
Yeah, you want to call it Chihuahua? Go pet that sucker. There was like 4 of them there. That was this morning.
Tyler,
by
are
the
you
way.
watching? Are you watching Secret Invasion?
I like the second episode. Yeah, I liked the second episode. I didn't like the first episode at all. Like 1 out of 10. This one I thought was like a 7 out of 10. I thought this one should have been the first episode because we actually got information and backstory and stuff. First episode was a snooze fest.
I think the purpose of the first episode to let us know that either anybody could be a Skrull or anyone could die. And you pretty much answer both of them.
But we got that in the second episode too, so we basically didn't need the first episode except for Emilia Clarke's in the show. That's basically why we got the first episode.
So is it a Marvel? Is it a Marvel Game of Thrones? Is it?
No.
Anybody could die.
No.
No, just the anybody can die part.
Yeah, no, yeah, on any level. No.
God, no.
Any
Not
level,
even
any
the last
concept.
season of Game of Thrones.
I say no. Emilia Clarke word close.
In no fucking way is this the Marvel.
It's kind of weird watching them try to build Emilia Clarke out to be such a young looking character because she's not young. I mean, she's not old.
She's got to be
but
like
she-
30 now, right?
I don't know, like Game of Thrones, God,
I suppose that's old to you,
at
isn't it,
least
Tyler?
10, 12 years ago, right?
Well, they're trying to peg her as like a 21-year-old. So
They're trying to
she
peg her?
doesn't look 20.
What?
Oh no, she don't look no 21-year-old.
Who is
But then
it?
again, they're Skrulls, right? Don't they age differently?
I'm not worried about that. I'm saying they're just trying to hair and makeup her to be too young, or they should just let her be older. They like let the character be a little bit older. I think they want her to be young so that she comes off as impressionable and we don't know where her alliances fall, kind of thing. But
Boring.
I don't care. I wouldn't kick her out of bed if she farted.
yeah, she's 36 years old.
I think my favorite character is Sonya. Sonya
Blade?
Farnsworth. No, Sonya Farnsworth. The lady that she comes up with when she went into the fridge and she says, "You guys get out." But she's like, "Let's find out." She's my favorite character so far.
I just don't understand why Gravix didn't just follow her. She's like 90 and crawling in a snail's
She's
face.
crying.
Think,
Hey, wait, and
you
the
didn't even
box
think
is open, like he knows, like, oh yeah.
he
she's
didn't even
dead.
think to peek in there, and she would be like 5 feet away from him. That
Gravis is like the laziest villain I've ever seen.
Yeah, that
He doesn't even try.
the little raid sequence, the little fight sequence when they went into the butcher shop to go get the hostage out was that was pretty. Oh, I mean, I'm trying to find things that I like about it. It was pretty cool, but it was super. It was mid. Now that I think about it, but it was still cool to get a little bit of action in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, no one's talking about the show. Everybody's talking about the AI opening credits scene.
I don't care about
That's what everybody's talking about. So
if people are just
if
now
that's what
getting
everybody's
hit
talking
here,
about, then there's a problem with the show.
That means the show's bad.
if people
not
are
good
just
enough.
now figuring out they're using AI for stuff, like you've been asleep for years, like they're like, I'll call back to it. The animation for Spider-Verse, they're designing characters and they're using AI to animate them. Like it's not even a secret. They try to keep it a secret. You know how hard it was for me to actually find that information. And then I found it in like an actual little special feature, and then they hid it in the language. I'm like, oh, there it is. They use learning machines. That's the language that they use in terms of how they animate it. Learning machines. And then we go over the finished product of the learning machines. I'm like, yo, and they show 2 images, like you can't even tell the difference between what the learning machine made for them and what they did over it. But like,
Yeah, I believe that Taylor Winder is an AI altogether.
oh my chat response is very bad.
Not just the chat response. He is AI.
So I'm excited to watch Extraction 2. I turned it on the other day, and unfortunately for me, I haven't watched it all yet. I watched like the first 10 minutes, and I wish I wouldn't have seen. I wish I was still wondering how we're getting a second movie, because of the way the first one ends. It's, speaking of ambiguous endings, like it leaves us thinking like our main character could be doing one thing or he could be doing another thing. But that first Extraction is like one of my favorite action movies ever.
Yeah, that was.
I've never seen the first one.
Holy
Absolutely loved it.
dude, it is hands down the best Chris Hemsworth film that he's done. Like that's like it trumps all of his Thor performances like tenfold.
Has anyone else started the American Gladiators documentary on Netflix?
Started it and finished it.
Oh, dude, I'm not done with it, but it is amazing.
No spoilers.
What's there to spoil?
There really isn't anything to spoil. It's just so good.
It's watching
How they screw them over or something like that?
No, it just covers everything. It's just I think it's a
really in depth.
5-part
5 episodes, right?
4 or 5 episode documentary on the American Gladiator. I think they ran for like 6-7 years, 7 seasons, something like that.
Laser.
Yeah, you see where they come from, where the idea comes from, getting it off the ground, the
Nitro.
golden years of it, and then just the eventual wearing out of it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's very intriguing.
I loved that show as a kid.
Same here. I used to watch it all the time.
Holy crap! Those are big boots to fill right there. As good as the first, maybe even slightly better story. That first one was just wrong account.
Yeah, Scott Brown.
I think I might like Scott Brown better.
Me too.
See, what else has dropped? Tyler, you don't watch Superman and Lois, do you?
I'm not that far anyway.
Yeah, I haven't got to it either. I'll ask you, Mark, being the big DC guy. What did you think of Gotham Knights, or have you not watched it?
I've only watched the first episode and the opening scene of the second episode. I was going to attempt to keep up with it as I watched Superman and Lois, but I'm just like, it just fell off. There's some, like, I don't know what it is, like the Disney Plus shows I can just turn on while I'm working, you know, and just, but other shows that aren't Disney Plus shows, I feel like I have to watch a little bit closer. And I'm not trying to say that
as engaging shows.
Like, I'm not trying to say that in a negative way. That just is what it is. Like, you don't have to pay attention.
Yeah, that's really sadly true.
But with shows like Superman and Lois, like the devil is in the details. That show is so phenomenal, and it's at its best when no one's wearing a cape and people are sitting down. Like, where that was kind of like one of the weaker points to Secret Invasion, where I pointed out that terrible dialogue exchange with Fury and Rhodes. It looked like it was chopped up and edited together. Like, what one person said didn't match the response of the other person. You're like, that is the total opposite of that. When you watch Superman and Lois, you're just like completely like just hanging on every word they're saying in a lot of these moments and sitting there tearing up and stuff. But because it's all new characters, new universe, like I have no context, you know, you can't just like assume and fill in the blank. So that it needed more of my attention and I didn't have it to give.
No, I actually rather enjoyed it. I think they cancelled it anyway. I don't think it's going for a second season, but
no, Gotham's canceled.
Gotham Knights. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the season actually, but you know,
did it season finale already as well?
And that's weird because I saw a picture, whether it was just the AI making it up, but I saw a picture of Harvey Dent with the actual Two-Face get up, and I'm like, well, I thought I watched the last episode, so maybe I still have one episode to go.
You definitely do if you didn't see that. That's in it. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing today?
Hey, Brian.
I know something I saw that I think only Mark saw, and it was so fucking good. Transformers.
I saw it.
When'd you watch it?
The Transformers movie was so good.
I saw it.
I told you I watched it like a week ago.
I think I forgot. I know I forgot because I don't remember.
It was like right after Heroes Con.
Yeah, dude, that
was like
that's
that
been
Sunday.
It's been like this summer movie for me. Like it's just, and it's not a quality assessment. It's just a fun assessment. Like it was just so enjoyable to watch.
It was so fun, and I had no desire to see it.
I saw the teaser trailer for Transmorphers Mech Beasts.
Coming straight to DVD. No Blu-ray option.
Wow. Does
that at least come with special features?
Oh, I don't even know, dude. I was like, what? You've got to be kidding me. And sure enough, there's this. I hadn't seen such a knockoff film in so a while. Transmorphers Mech Beasts.
Asylum Studios, I think is what it's called, that was doing all the direct to DVD knockoff movies as the big movies were releasing, like Battle what is it called, Battle LA, Battle Los Angeles with Aaron Eckhart years ago. They had Battlefield Los Angeles, and when Transformers 1 came out, Transmorphers 1 came out. Terminator, I think it was Terminator Genesis. They had the Terminators came out. They always do that.
Well, I remember back in the day when the original Terminator came out, then you had Exterminator.
When John Carter came out, John Carter of Mars came out, and most of these things would air on the Sci-Fi Channel in their Saturday night feature slots.
Yeah.
But Tyler, you overall obviously liked it, but
I thought it was super fun, especially for me that didn't really have interest, but just heard it was good and heard about the ending, which actually the spoiler ending is what made me want to watch it. And then that didn't even really matter to me. I thought the movie was good, and that was just an interesting ending.
So what you're saying is don't just watch the trailer because it's more than meets the eye.
No, I think the best part about the whole movie is that it was completely focused. It was like the opposite of some of the other Michael Bay movies where there's like all these side missions. There was like one mission in the whole movie, and it just followed that path, and it was really good.
Yeah, I have the single best transformation sequence I've ever seen in 7 movies. In this new one,
I agree. It was the best, and it was transformations that I've been I saw it long before everybody.
Okay,
I saw it one day before everybody else did it.
2011.
Yeah, I got you beat, man. I saw that thing when I was born. So no, but it was the first time I was watching a Transformers movie and I understood who was fighting who.
I've never had that problem.
I always had that. I hated the way the Transformers would fight.
Yeah,
so
I've never had that issue. I've just been blessed, I guess. #blessed. But this one, I've said it before, that final transformation Optimus does when they're having to book it, get out of the explosion, and it just kind of it's like he keeps coming toward and away from the camera as he transforms. He grabs Noah and just starts spinning, and then Noah's on his back with the boosters going. Like, what did I just see? Like, my brain actually hiccuped processing it in real time. I'm like, that was amazing.
I honestly feel like it's like the superhero movie that we don't get anymore. That's just fun and focused and good.
So
why don't we get that anymore?
I went and saw it on premiere night, which is Thursday night, because we didn't have an earlier one. And the entire theater was a blast. People laughing at the laughing parts. People actively cheering, when during that comeback scene in the final battle. As soon as those doors on that airplane open, people just started slapping their hands. You hear people like, "Yes, here we go!" And when the music dropped, and the face shield dropped, and he jumped, everyone's just hyped as hell. My wife's even cheering. Both my kids are hopping up and down. I'm like, "Yo, this is amazing!" You're creating these.
I'd have to go back and watch all of them, but I also felt like they utilized the humans better in this movie than any other movie. Both the humans mattered.
Well, one of them,
and it wasn't shoehorned in bullshit. We just have them there, and they're at college now, and it was actually really well done.
Bumblebee gets a day spot day, before he has his moment, because that's what he was. He had a day spot. He was just there, soaking in the energon.
Yeah, it was. I love the Beast.
I think that's what was my problem with the movie.
Cool. I would have loved more Maximals, but what we got was fantastic.
It didn't matter to me though, because the movie was so good, so I didn't care.
So I'm with you. I love the way they look, but I would have preferred having more of them. I felt like they were just there to say that they're there, because some of them even had lines.
It being the Rise of the Beast makes sense, and I think if you would have, because they're not trying to change the franchise over to a Maximal-led franchise, they still want their regular Autobots to lead the franchise. But I think with it being that was like the new shiny aspect of it, like the new toy aspect of this movie was we're getting the Maximals. And in the previous films, we've had Maximals, we've had Insecticons, we've had all of them like from jump. Like Scorponok was in like the very first movie even, but they were interwoven in where it all just felt like it's just Transformers, Autobots, Decepticons, and then making this distinction really drove that desire to want to see them, especially with the designs being more recognizable as what we've seen in the cartoons growing up. But I do think that they did them right once we got them there. Like Optimus Primal served a major role in the plot device and everything, from the MacGuffin they needed to the character development of Optimus, and then the final battle. Man, it was awesome. Like when he stepped in between Prime and that Decepticon, and he was holding the wrecking ball that the Decepticon had. He just steps in and starts smashing his head. Even Prime had to stop and be like, yo. Yeah. Watching him transform was awesome. Good morning, Lady Fantastic. How are you doing today? Oh, snap. She's on vacation. You told us you don't get those because the lab would burn out without you. Hope you're enjoying your time off. Comic Bookworm, what is going on, Naman? How are you today?
Hey, Naman.
Maybe it did burn down, and that's why all the smoke's been in.
That's why she's on vacation.
Yeah.
Like vacation, yay! Time to go.
No, it's been crazy. Like Chicago area. I think Taylor said Wisconsin too. But like Wednesday and Thursday this week it looked like fog, but it was way thicker, and in some spots you couldn't see shit.
Did it change the color of your atmosphere like they did over here? Because over here we really didn't get it.
Because in New York it was like orange. It was just like smoke.
Yeah.
Like I said, it kind of looked like fog. But a lot of people were having trouble breathing this week. I know my mother-in-law, she had like a headache all week.
Was that a side effect of the smoke or dealing with you?
Yeah, I was thinking the same
I think
thing.
it was the smoke. What's
Hey,
up?
good morning, Jimmy.
What's
You
up?
just woke up.
Caroline, Naman, check your IG.
Nah, I've been up for a while.
Well, I said because you had your shirt off. I figured you just rolled out of bed and you just... No, that was planned.
Lounging around the house is what that is.
Oh.
Shoot.
You don't have to put it on account of us, man.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Great episode of Let's Talk About It last night, Remy.
It
Thank you,
was.
sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, a little disappointed in DJ Links, but
The road is rough from being at work all day, but how are your knees?
Oh,
Oh, that shouldn't have been that funny. God,
Mind out of the gutter.
I've had a lack of sleep, I can tell.
Knees were fine. Okay, they're calloused at this point, huh, bud?
Got it.
they're like knee pads at this point.
I watched All-Star Superman, the animated movie. It was great. You should read the book now because the book goes into so much more depth.
Yeah.
Same story. It has the same vibe, the same awesome feel, but so much more content. It's only 12
I didn't
issues.
know there was a movie out for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was from
awesome.
like
It's
the
actually
golden-
really good.
That's from the golden era of the DC animated stuff. Because even though people still hold it in high regard, I've been getting these things since I was like the kid. You know what I mean? And when that era was going on, the artwork for the animated All-Star Superman is based on Frank Whiteley's artwork. You know, the artwork for Public Enemies was based on Ed McGuinness, and
Public Enemy was Ed McGuinness. It's the Supergirl one.
Public Enemies was Ed McGuinness, and Apocalypse is Michael
That's
Turner.
one.
Right? They
Michael
would
Turner.
base the animation on the actual comic book artist style and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we hit Justice League War, where they decided to do a cohesive animated universe and hit the New 52 era, and it worked great. I'm not lying. It
I wasn't
definitely
crazy
worked.
about it.
Public Enemies? Huh?
But after that, like all the animation intentionally matched each other.
That one.
Superman.
How about
Unbound was
the
great.
first one? The first one, Justice League New Frontier, Darwin
Yeah,
Cook
Darwin
style.
Cook style was fantastic. Yeah.
Love that movie. I can watch
Really,
that movie over and over.
really, the first one was Superman Doomsday.
I think I've seen
That
every
one.
single one of those except for
Doomsday.
All-Star Superman. That's the only one I've...
All-Star
didn't even know
Superman's
that was a
really good.
Yeah,
Really
I've
good.
been wanting to read it,
Original
but
animated
I didn't even know it was a movie, so maybe
Yeah.
I'll just watch it.
for a Marvel guy, he's sure pulling out a lot of DC films. That's all I'm saying.
He's just a collector of fine things.
Holy
I've
cow, look
got
at that.
nearly every animated.
Are you
DC
in
thing
the
that-
server room for Netflix?
Good
Oh,
morning,
what's
Becker.
that?
Hey,
Good
Becker.
morning, Norman.
Numbin. Up.
Oh,
And good morning, Brian LTS.
Oh, look at that.
Goodness,
Yeah,
look at
there we go. Now we're talking.
what's up, guys? Good morning.
We need one more guy. We need one more. Get that
Oh, you can
10.
do that.
Yeah.
Vickerman.
You can do that.
Okay, now we got the.
My goodness.
Here's a story.
I'm
A
Whoopi.
guy named Tyler who was living
Tyler
With
is the first.
8 other guys. All of them have baseball caps of whatever.
You see
Some
Sam the
were
Butcher.
bald.
All we know is that Tyler sucks and he's in the mush pot.
I'm in the middle.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Sounds like a show.
Hey,
Tyler in the
Mike.
middle.
What's going on, Mike?
Oh, not much. What's up?
I'll tell you
Checking
at
out your
first,
head attire.
with the hat on and just like this angle in the dark. At first, I thought it was sold twice.
No, got a new lead killer hat.
Lead Killer. I got this really cool slab from Lead Killer.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll show it off soon.
Well, I need to go get my hat.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's why I got it, Spidey. I didn't want you to have the only one.
Well, I actually have two, but yeah.
I'm gonna get my hat.
Oh, jeez.
Boom.
Son of a gun.
But I don't have one of those ones though. It's the same style as that, just two different.
Well, yeah,
gentlemen.
this is the new one.
Busting up this,
Hey!
busting up the sausage fest. Some more X chromosomes.
Caroline needs to be in the middle now.
She says she's on vacation, but she's at home.
I'm fucking on vacation.
You're a home vacation, or a stay
Yeah.
vacation.
Because you
Vacation?
blew up
I'm
the
on
lab.
vacation. I can't be reached for work reasons
Nice.
unless an emergency. No, I'm so fucking happy. It's probably like my first official vacation that I've taken in 5 years.
Congratulations.
Anyways, y'all, I've been riding Thor's tip hard.
Oh,
Remy likes to hear that.
Remy, I've been riding it so hard.
I want that book.
Oh,
I want that book.
The biggest, hardest Thor tip you can fucking find.
I want
but
that
Yeah, I
book.
saw you pick that
Give
up.
me that book. Give me
How do you
those
not
books.
already have that book?
It's a long story.
no, look, I didn't have a
I
lot
don't
of
have
these
either one of
books.
those.
Those are the 2 books I need for my collection.
Remember a couple of years ago, these were crazy high. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Love and Thunder. You have made things affordable for me. Like literally, both of these books, $200 eBay.
Ah!
but Izzy, you know what? She will make them yours for 2,000.
I will make them and a New York rat.
A New York rat.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna happen now.
I could get you 4. I can get you 4 New York rats.
I'll think about it. This is the first absorbing.
Took them a
man.
month to find one.
I love
We
man.
did find. We found them.
Yo,
They've been found.
God, this guy
This
is
is-
so proud of the rat he finally found.
my first
Multiple.
Hella. First Hella, first Sif.
That's awesome.
I love those corner boxes with Thor smiling like that. They're hilarious.
Happy Thor.
You're like Thor.
Yeah.
Looks like an Archie comic.
He really does.
And you're not smiling here.
awesome.
He
No,
does.
because, well, look what he's getting. He's getting bitch slapped. That's why.
Well, yeah. One more Thor. I'll say one more Thor. This one's not the best shape, but I love my surfer Thor.
Yeah, that's awesome.
bangers.
Izzy, don't you like Adam Warlock? Why don't you have that book?
Oh, here we go.
It's a long story. It just that's the book that seems to be
Oh, wow.
escaping me. Everywhere I go, I can't seem to find it.
Oh, I really
That
like
big
that
lady.
book for some
That big
reason.
lady. I love it.
I don't
Yeah,
have that book.
Warrior Woman. All right, I'm done. This is a really fun one though. If you can find it, super fun.
What
All right.
is Submariner trying to do to
I
things?
know. I was
Holy
thinking the same
cow.
thing. I was like,
He's going
hey.
with the reach
Just
around.
no, relax.
He's
You're
trying to
gonna
give
like
him
it.
the.
Trust me.
He's
trying
like,
to give him
let
the
me show
reach
you.
around.
Let me show you what Sue likes.
He's
That
trying
thing
to
looks
get on
like
his
he's
shoulders.
Thing looks like he's about to get his rocks off, man.
He's going for two in the pink and one in the stink. He says, "Oh, stop! I've not been touched like that." Oh,
Wait. Is that really water coming out of his neck?
So things
It's not water.
easy.
The
It's not
ocean's
water.
rocking. Don't come
That
knocking.
rock has a lot of crevices and
And
Just
Namor is
try to relax.
exploring those crevices.
Right. Just relax. You'll like it. Trust
Hey,
me.
where's his other hand? I don't see it.
So
Do you really want to know?
Spelunking. His other
I picked
hand
up
is
these,
spelunking.
I picked up these cards.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I joined the stream too early.
Y'all are
I'll be back in a little bit.
Y'all are
I
bad.
think this
I
is
got this for
reminds me
$2.
of,
I thought this was
Insomnia.
fun. Modern day rendition of the WWBN.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right? Memories. This is one of my favorite team ups, just because there's so many fucking people
So many hands.
trapped in the temple of the spider god. Yo, get with the '90s. Get with Grey Hulk. When Thing,
Spiky thing.
I love it. I love it.
You
Oh
don't know
yes,
what
Spikey.
Submariner did to me.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wait,
mean,
because he became Spiky thing, he had to put a mask on.
Well, what?
No, that had nothing to
No,
do
I
with
know,
it.
I
It's-
know. No, he got scarred. Like didn't really
Okay,
matter.
there you go.
I know.
Barbara Catch. I actually have a double of this. I don't know why I got that. And then I picked up one of these because I only had a variant of it. But I picked up the A cover. It's all right. And found this for a couple bucks, but it's a rare. I've never seen second printing. Second printing, $2. Anyways, all right.
Pretty,
All I got.
first consolation prize.
I got some of these cards. They really suck. Um,
That's why you got them.
no, I thought they'd be okay. They were the. They're these
Let me show you a card trick.
they're these Infinity Allure. If you see these at Target, don't get them. They're not that great. Because you know what I don't want? I want artwork. I don't want pictures of fucking stupid actors. I mean,
Okay,
look,
so I won't bother investing in any of them then.
don't. They're great. They're really nicely made cards, honestly, but they're shit. I don't want pictures of actors.
Or they were nicely made.
Or they were nicely made. Like, this is fun doing the little different thingies, but like, I don't want fucking. All right. I'll take a picture of Jon Favreau. Thank you for creating the Marvel Universe, Jon Favreau.
Yeah, you want like I want. You want art based cards. You don't want like game cards.
I thought
or movie
Ang
cards.
Lee created the Marvel.
I mean, okay.
No, Ang Lee
there's
wasn't
an
responsible
argument
for
there.
that one.
There's an
I
argument
know.
there. I'm not going to hate on you,
What
but
about
at the
what
same
about
time,
that though? It has foil.
I feel like Favreau is really like Favreau with Downey Jr. But anyways, these suck. Don't get
It's
them.
shiny.
But don't get them. I bought it. That I got sucked in. They were at Target, and I was like, all right, I'll check out what they are. And I was like, this blows. So learn from my mistake.
Have you got that one, Izzy?
Ooh.
Yes, I do. And I got the
Ooh.
JC Penney one.
See, I need 67 and 66. I used to have a 66, but I was a dumbass and sold it.
So let me show you what I got. So
Okay.
let me
Show me your
Let me show-
Warlock paraphernalia.
Who has 68,
Yeah.
69?
So let's see. Let's get rid of this virtual background for a second. That way I could show you to move the camera. So let's turn on this light. And if you
Ooh.
look, I got that one.
You steamed up the camera because you're so turned on.
Yeah. So there's that one. That's the Stan Lee signature.
Oh, you're a dick. That's
I
amazing.
got Marvel Premiere #1
Mm.
with Roy Thomas signature.
Very nice.
And I got this one here. I picked this one up. Those are the ones that are on the wall right
The
now.
50-cent bin special
Yeah.
that you can
I don't
find
care.
everywhere.
But
It's so
I
good.
love this cover. I love this Angel
Yeah.
Medina cover. So and of course I got that hanging out.
Rawr.
So
Say Ferris.
so
Ferris Bueller?
and say Ferris, yes, say Ferris. So those are the ones I got on the wall, but I do have the other ones. I got to get those graded.
What would you say are some other big
Oh,
warlocks? I
shit.
said Strange Tales 178 or something. Or
The
what?
Power Warlock, which is the first appearance of Magus, is probably one of the big ones. But key collector. They'll
Hey,
know.
do any of you guys have Blue Marvel? Adam the Blue Marvel comics?
Who doesn't?
Yes,
Who's yes? Who's saying yes?
I did. I said yes. I
You
have.
did.
those
You
issues.
did. Okay. I haven't gotten any of them, but I really like Adam the Blue Marvel, and I'm thinking like maybe I should do it because I don't know. I'm just feeling a little crazy. What books are
Just
you guys?
now
looking-
you've started feeling that way.
I got
Not feeling
a few. I got like I collect wedding covers.
Oh, no, I'm in. Do you have?
I got the wedding cover.
Do you have Superman's wedding DC Universe
Yeah, I
special?
have wedding covers. DC, yeah, but I'm catching up with the Spider-Man because he's my second favorite character. So
I like them Hulks.
Only second. Ooh,
That's what's up, bro.
Superman is my
That's-
my guy. I cannot collect runs like Superman runs.
there
so I
you
just
go.
collect,
Invaders.
categorize them like
Oh, that's not bad.
evil Superman.
There's that the DC one.
One of
There
those
you
days
go,
I'll
Legion,
finish
show
that
'em.
one, Simon.
I got that one.
What was that?
One of those days I'm going to finish that run.
You need to
I,
find all
I,
those.
I have so much trouble finding them over here.
The last
So
couple
much
of
trouble.
issues have been really difficult for me to find.
For what?
I
Invaders?
got that
Yeah.
cover, Mark.
Yeah.
They're near impossible to find over here.
41? Issue 41 is the final one. Defenders is sexy. Fucking love sexy.
I agree. That's why I upgraded my first issue.
Did you? Good. Smart man.
I only had like a 3.5, but now I picked up an 8.0.
So, lady, I would say Incredible Hulk 177, 178. Yeah,
I've got both of them.
those are.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Rat Man.
You asked the question earlier, so
I know you're right. It's true.
I'm
are two
answering
big
it.
They're two big ones. I gotta calm down.
Oh.
This is lavender.
There you go. Those are great. Those are great covers. Those books are
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
So
Those are
Simon,
the
No,
I'm
ones-
you can flex Hulk books all day, Mark. We know that.
Yeah.
I keep all the early Hulk stuff is always in arm's reach.
Oh God, it's so
Yeah.
good though. I mean,
Taylor,
Obviously, Silver Surfer
Surfer
46 is also a nice cheap one you could get.
46. Oh,
Silver Surfer, 46, The Return. So that one's always a nice cover. That's actually a really cool cover, actually.
Hello,
hello,
Zars
Zar.
and comics.
What's going on, Sean?
So Simon, I have 4 issues left for Invaders.
I think I have like maybe 10 issues at most, like altogether.
4 issues left for Avengers.
No,
Or Defenders?
Invaders.
Oh.
I need 31, 32, 40, and 41.
I'll get them.
So I've been going after my Defenders run more than I have the Invaders because they're a little bit easier to find.
The
Not quite much,
Defenders, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just that. So Defenders goes through 152. If you count 125 through 152, it's new Defenders. But then the thing is Invaders is only 41. But because of that, it is harder to find.
That's the same with Werewolf by Night. That's only like 40, 41 issues, but they're like
Werewolf by Night.
rare as hen's teeth over here.
I don't ever see Werewolf. I mean, if I see Werewolf by Nights in the wild, they're usually shit shaped because they got read the hell out of.
Good morning, DJ Links. That just reminded me of what he shared in a chat that Brian had shared, that DJ shared. Brian, you seem to be more in the know about this. Can you fill people in on Empire's comics and what happened and and I'll go pull the link while you do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so Monday night there was a community post on his YouTube page from his family, saying that he had passed away. And then I followed up. I mean, a lot of people have been kind of following up. There was a thought that it might have been a hack, somebody, that it was a joke, that somebody hacked his account, but we confirmed with his family that, he did pass away. He was home that night. He just didn't feel well, couldn't catch his breath. They called an ambulance. He passed out, and he never came back. So they've set up a GoFundMe, for his children. He's got two young children. His wife had passed away a couple of years ago, so he's been the single dad taking care of the kids, and so So they said, like I said, they set up a GoFundMe, trying to raise some money to, for his children. So that's what I know as of, right now. But yeah, it was a total shock. Nobody expected it. So
the children have uncles or aunts or anybody that will take care of them, or
Yeah, so so Empire had moved he used to live in Florida, and he moved back up to New York, upstate New York, by his family. So he's got, his mom and dad, and I think he's got some siblings. So he's been back, I think, for about a year or so. So the kids have been staying, living with family, extended family, for about a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's so sad.
Yeah, it's just it really caught me off guard. It really, I've never met him in person. We were talking about he was actually going to try to go to King Con. I don't think he actually ever made it to a con. He was always working and hustling to take care of his kids. So I think it was just a shock. It certainly was for me. I've been thinking about him all week and just just kind of a crazy situation.
Not pulling up the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
The kids. I mean, I feel for the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, having now lost, both parents, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so I didn't know the guy. The most I've seen him was in like a group chat or a chat here and there. I don't know why, it just kind of hit my radar kind of recently. Never spoken to him or anything, but clearly a lot of people knew him. I think like a lot of people just bought mystery boxes from him. So there's a lot of content lined up. Like Izzy has a video with content from him. DJ just recorded a video. So it hit. I know there's a lot of community members that hit hard, but just figured put that out there. Definitely heart breaks for those kids, man.
Yeah, it was a shocker because like Brian, I got to know him recently as well. We found out that we grew up literally 3 blocks away from each other. And that's crazy.
I could have fought rats together, and you would have never known it.
We were in the playground kicking the rats, rat ball. So that that's something we could have been doing. So.
Is that back when New York had rats?
Back when New York had rats.
Yeah, we played rat ball, rat hockey. It didn't matter. Whatever you could do with a rat. It was fun.
Is that what you call soccer over in America?
Yes,
pretty much. So getting back to the GoFundMe went up. I think the GoFundMe went up yesterday, and I don't know what its goal is. Funeral expenses.
I think it's 10,000.
Funeral expenses can be a nightmare, especially when something unexpected happens like this. It can really do a lot of damage to a family. So I'm not telling anybody to go give, but if you want to go give, there's the link to do it, to go help out and take away some of the pressure and strain for what's going on with that family's life right now.
So how old are the kids?
They're younger. If you hit the link, Nauman, like it goes to a picture of them and everything. Like
I think his kids are like 11 or 12.
They're about to become
on Instagram recently for his son's. I think his son's birthday, just recently. So,
they're elementary school kids.
Yeah.
At least middle school, I would say. But I would say, if you don't have the ability to support financially, then I would say support it by putting it out on your streams, let people know. Send it out to as many people you possibly can, and just have them. There's people out there that will do it just because they want to be generous and help a family, especially with a story like this, where we got to look at it like in Angel's case, he's gone, and I would say he's in a better place, right? But as far as the kids, they're the ones that need the support, so it's really for their purposes to help them out, help the family out. Funeral arrangements are a pain in the butt, guys. So go ahead, do what you can. If you can't support so financially, at least share the link out. Send it to as many people as you possibly can. So,
yeah, and I mean, everybody who's been posting and commenting is just everybody had just nice things to say about him, and just a good. It seemed like he was in so many different chats and talking to people about comics on Instagram and through his channel, and just that's what struck me is just his love for comics and the hanging out with the community and talking comics. He mentioned that he never had, like most of us, didn't have friends who collected comics when he was a kid, and so having the YouTube and Instagram community really helped him. So
yeah, don't be afraid to let the people that you love know that, because you just don't ever know, man. Sometimes you gotta be a little vulnerable and share your feelings. Love you guys.
Definitely.
Oh. I'm like Mark. I barely know the gentleman. I know I subscribe to him. I think he subscribed to me, but yeah. But when I heard about those kids losing both parents, it's just you never know. You don't have a timestamp on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
No expiration date. Anybody can expire anytime. So yeah.
I don't know about my expiration date, but I definitely have a best if used by, and I'm well past that.
Well past that. That was never more apparent than when you almost burnt your house down last week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, barbecuing no less, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was grilling.
We've thought this whole time that Rob knew how to handle his meat. Clearly,
he does it.
It just goes to show why you shouldn't grill outside while not being out there, leaving fire unattended. Well, coming in here to be on a stream, that tells you that you shouldn't do that.
You know, the famous Arnold Schwarzenegger quote comes to mind from his critically acclaimed blockbuster Terminator Genesis. It goes like this: old but not obsolete. That's where you exist now, Rob, in this area where you're getting older and you're not useless yet. But you're not
you're not useless yet.
I like that yet.
We're all going to get there. Unfortunately,
We're all gonna get there.
That's not exclusive.
You're just closer to it.
Yep.
You just had your first warning sign go up in my book.
He's not that old.
I don't think he's that old. If he was
Damn,
that old,
Mark.
he'd be obsolete.
I go off camera for a little bit, and you start throwing dick haymakers over here at Rob's freaking age.
Nauman brought it up. It was really Nauman.
What are you dragging Nauman into this for?
Why is everybody getting me and Rob involved? I mean,
you were the one who suggested we had an expiration date, and caused me to say that I had a best if used by date.
And all
That's
I did
why
was
you're so
agree
fucking
with him.
sour.
You see that? There's 2 levels, 2 layers of shit before you get to me.
I'm just not as savage as you are.
You just chose to jump over.
Oh,
that.
you sure fucking are, Beckerman.
I don't know, Beckerman. Last night,
use your
that
powers
DJ
for
Links
good
thread,
sometimes.
you're trying to get yourself a T-shirt.
What was that all about? I missed out on that. I walked into that. I was like, "What the hell was going on here?"
I'm an advocate for the fats.
All I know is
that was cuddly sizes.
I normally
there you go.
Normally, when I have a busy day and I don't get a chance to catch up on the threads all during the day, I usually just will fling past it and go to the end and just ignore it. But for some reason, I decided to read that thread, and it was so damn entertaining.
I was like, "Is someone crying?"
I busted up. My wife turned to look at me because I'm just scrolling through it, and then all of a sudden I get to the point where you say, "You buckled under the weight of the situation." And I busted up so hard on that one. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm like, did someone seriously get upset?
I've been upset about that issue.
It was funny because I was
Remy's not here. Where's Remy now?
as I was reading through it, I was like, "Oh God damn it! Maybe I should just."
I'm here.
I was about ready to say, "Remy, send me the art. I'll make it for Beckerman."
Why are you getting rid of all your kitty books?
Oh man, that was too funny. I was in the train seeing that thing.
To try and purchase some of those booby books, but I mean, I already have so many. Sorry, I thought it was really funny seeing all your titty books up for sale.
There are.
It's a few of them. I put a couple of them up.
It's not all of them,
That-
though. It's like 5 or
That
6.
ain't all of them.
I know. God.
There's a diaper box full of them somewhere.
Some of them are not for sale for
The
certain
diaper
reasons
boxes.
Yeah,
that we could not
yeah.
disclose.
They're not in mint
Check with the
condition anymore.
kitty books.
He doesn't want to be prosecuted. That's why I can't get rid of some of them.
I see. That kind of kitty books.
Well, what kind? I got some Gym Dog books. You want to see some of them?
What are gin dog books?
You don't want to know now.
Oh yeah, you don't.
It's not. It's too
Yeah,
early. For
you
Gym
can let
Dogs.
that go.
It's too early for the Gym Dogs.
If you have to ask, you can't afford them.
There's enough Gym Dog on this panel as it is. Let's just put it that way.
Hat. I agree. There's enough hats on this channel.
There's enough hats.
Good morning,
Well-
couching and slouching.
Who left?
It was
Tyler.
Tyler did.
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, he sent a
What did
message
he
that
do?
he sucks, so he's leaving.
Nah, he heard Jim Dog and was like, I'm out.
What? I'm here. I'm for it. I'm here for the
Oh,
Gym Dog.
man.
Y'all want some Miracle Man?
No.
Alan Moore. I like this. I like the Swamp Thing issues when Swamp Thing was in it. My LCS has the very last issue, the Barry Windsor Smith one, but I'm not sure if I really want it. What have y'all gotten lately? Oh, Birchy Birch.
Yeah, Justin, what have you bought any big books?
Yeah, Justin, did you get any books?
Hey,
Show us
Justin.
your shit, bro. And tell us about your toy selling venture. Are you
Tell us
rich
how
yet?
many Legos you've put together.
Wow, look at those Legos.
Oh yeah,
Wolverine or Batman?
Zach with a remark. What the fuck?
A
Yeah,
remark.
is that Wolverine or Batman? I can't tell.
Yes.
Yeah,
the answer
Batman
is
remark on the
yes. Yeah, it looks
That's-
like Dark Claw.
It's a bat.
Yeah, it's Dark Claw.
It's a bat marine.
It really is Dark Claw.
Who did the remark?
John Beatty.
Oh, okay.
Justin, do you have any bigger books you picked up recently?
Ouch.
I do, but it's already in a case in the closet, never to see the light of day again.
Because that's what we do with our books.
Yeah,
So you're going to buy an AF-15 and never even look at it?
correct.
Yeah. Cool.
No, he'll look at it.
Cool story.
The next time it will be seen is when his family's going through his estate.
Or when I come over there and break into his house.
Well, I'm gonna make this happy family again.
Are you?
Anyway, have a good morning, ladies and gents.
All right, Worm, have a good one.
Bye,
Yeah,
Ryan.
Naman.
Yeah, no,
Take care.
Wow.
So, Justin, what was the story behind the pickup of the AF-15? I saw it on Instagram at HeroesCon, but I didn't know the details of it.
He sold some toys, gave someone money, walked away with a book.
Did you have Mark negotiate for you?
No, I didn't.
Mark, like, go make some people cry.
Mark, you got to
You
come to
would
Baltimore,
have got it
man.
for half the
Buy
price
some
if you had
books
let
for me.
Mark do it.
I'm going to give Mark 50 cents and see how many books he could get me off of that.
I thought about doing that at Heroes, is just doing like the flea market swap up thing, just like with myself, just for fun. Just
Mark,
like,
you need to do that. Like, what you need to do the next time you go to a con is you say, I'm coming to this con and I'm starting with like $50. And I'm going to end this con. I'm going to show you the best that I can do.
yeah, I think that'd be fun. Like start
It
with
would
$1
be.
there, not $50. Just literally go in there with $1, buy a back issue, and then
Whatever. Yeah.
Just go booth.
Go
And what's
go
fun
there.
is
Start. You can start seated. You can go in there with
You-
something like really worthless, like a Death of Superman, and go from there.
Go with one unpolybagged. Not even
see,
Right.
you go polybagged, you got $10 in your hand.
You
Buy
need to
back
do
issue.
this with like a group of people. It's like you and a few other
Hey, Mark.
people. You
I don't
all
care.
walk into there with an X amount of money,
No,
and
I
then
don't
you
wanna
show
do
your
that.
books at the end. Who
I don't
gets
want
the
other
shit?
people. I don't want other people crowding the pond. Because a lot of times, like vendors at places like that, whether it be comic book related or just open flea market related, or aware of people doing that. It's a thing people do, and they enjoy participating.
Do it.
So I think it would just be fun just to film just the interactions, the trade ups and stuff. Like I got
would-
this book I'm trying to trade up. Like, are you interested?
Well, that would be interesting to film each interaction because one, we want to see who has the best book at the end, and two, is it because of the psychological means through which they obtain them? Because you know that it has to do. It's all about psychology and how you approach each interaction.
And you should make a video of it, and the title of the video should be "Who Screwed the Dealer More."
Yes, it's called "Screwing the Pooch" with Mark. Who screwed
Screwing Dudes with Mark?
Yeah.
That a little clickbaity, but it could work.
It might work, right?
It might work.
Highest
people
watched
do that all
video
the time.
Ever.
Maybe screwing strange dudes with Mark.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, even better.
Wow.
Yeah. DJ Links put up some just like the unedited footage from the con on his Patreon. I don't think it's going to see the light of day on his main channel because again, it's just unedited, like 15-minute videos.
Circumstances has the best one. Screwing Dudes with Mark.
Yeah, and he got Madeline was filming, and she got two of my happiest haggles on camera. Like she's sitting there with DJ while it's flipping through back issues, and the camera, because there's not audio, like good audio to it, and then the camera kind of goes up to where I was just like giving this guy hell over this book that was 3 times its fair market value. And it was the one where the guy, like I was arguing with him, he finally just goes, well, let me look it up. And I pull out money and I just hold it out in front of him. And I just have my arm out for an extended period of time because he doesn't even see it. He's looking down and he comes up with a price and he stops in mid-sentence and sees the money and just takes it. You got that one. And then the G.I. Joe one where the dude had a box of slabs and I'm holding it up and he had 150 on it. And I'm like, what's the best you can do? And he gave me a price and I'm like, I'll give you this much for it. And he's sitting there thinking, and while he's thinking, I just start lowering it into the box. And he finally says, okay, and I just pull it back out, and I pull money.
It's psychology, dude.
He's pulling out his wallet with like a whole bunch of singles on it. It's just a bunch of singles. And he's like, let me count my singles.
No, that's the part I felt weird about, because you'll see, because DJ, like in that footage, you see me like flipping through money. I felt weird about like haggling down, then them seeing how much money.
He's got a wad of cash.
Yeah, I don't want them to think like, well, he might be broke. Let me give him a deal. I want it for the right price, not because like it's a. I think that's poor taste. You know what I mean? Like to get someone to work with you on a price and then flash a lot of money to them. So I kind of keep like my money down, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Money's weird, and the etiquette around money is weird, and so it's always going to be
I think people are weird. Money makes sense.
Money doesn't really make sense without
only when you spend a partial dollar. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, I get
it. I got it.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
SENSE is what I was talking about, not the remainders of dollars, but humans.
No, we were talking about that at the beginning of this, or before we went live, actually, and into the live, is because I had dropped yesterday my official con hall thing had gone, and I debated. I went in the video. I went through basically each one of the books, and I talked about openly what I spent on each one of the books and what it was, and it was something that I debated about doing because it is a weird topic. Choice. It is, and look, I spent a fair amount of money, and then people then look at you weird or start thinking something about you sometimes, but in the end, I decided to go through because I thought it was a part of the compelling story of the video stuff, but also since I was trying to convey
it's data.
I'm trying to convey something about Heroes Con or what it was, and I thought that going through and explaining, look, here's not just here's a bunch of books where you think, my God, how much did he spend? To realize that, wow, he got all these things for that.
Yeah,
because like when I'm talking to people, say, yeah, okay, I picked up an ASM 129 for less than $500. They go, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, no, and so there are some. I mean, I've seen some comic people that don't talk about their money, or like Reggie, and then some people do, and it's like I can see. I appreciate both, right? Mm-hmm. If it were up to me, I kind of want to know because I'm fucking curious and I want more data. I want to know, what'd you spend?
I just love hearing Mark's stories of how much he screwed him down.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't feel like I screw them. Like they're fair.
no,
price.
you don't. It's
You love it.
psychological.
No, but no. Look, it was funny because I even I had this Mark story in my thing. I talked about the one book where the guy said I had a price, and we asked, and he goes, da da, and Mark says, "Fine, $10. You want me to?"
The guy asked me that. Like I said, "What's the best price, or what's the best you can do on this?" And he said, "Well, make me an offer." I'm like, "Why the fuck? I don't work
because
here."
because it was a book, and here's the whole thing, right? It was a book I was just talking to Mark about. I wasn't actually initially going to purchase the book, and actually in reality, technically, I didn't.
No, he didn't. I bought the book.
Because it was Sunday, and I said I wasn't going to buy any more books, and so we were sitting there talking about it, and then the guy, just come to this thing, and where it became like, well, what would you pay for blah blah. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, here's what I'll pay, and then Mark stole money out of my wallet and handed the money to the guy, took the book.
But then I AOK'd.
Then he AOK'd me the book. Yeah, so.
No, no.
I haven't filed the police report. I
I
forgot to file the police report for the money he stole from me, but it's okay.
You'd have to return the merchandise if you did. So that was probably the most enjoyable haggle because, like, just having someone there, and like, for lack of a better word, who's just as cutthroat in the pocket as I am. Like when I set a price, and the guy, as soon as his gear started to turn, Rob just came in with another hammer. And he just piled it on the guy. As soon as I said the price, and you could see the guy's brain stutter for a second. There was blood in the water, and Rob saw it. He's like, "I'll tell you what, we can do that price right now, or I walk." I'm like, "Yes, yes, hit him again."
Well, what was the original price? What was the guy asking? Like 200 for the book, and they're getting for like 250, and you got it for like
175.
175. So yeah.
See, it wasn't outside. It's not like we're not like going in there with offensive offers. We're just realistic offers. Cut the bullshit offers.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. If the book was in better condition, it might be a $250. But the book is like a 3.5 condition, maybe a 4 at best. It's got a somebody's name scribbled on it. It's not one of the signatures of the known creators.
And we checked; it wasn't our name. We made that apparent.
It wasn't ours, and it wasn't. And I've looked. It's of the known creators for that book because it's one of those golden age books where you don't know all the creators. Of the known creators, the signatures know nothing like anybody of theirs. So it's just a scribble on the cover. So,
and they could have gotten $250 for it someday, somewhere. It just wasn't that day, and they knew it. So if they wanted the money, they can.
It's the same concept as it, like flipping houses. Yeah. No, you don't put this, but like you can flip books and you can flip upwards. It's just like a little game of Monopoly, but within a con. Self-contained Monopoly, bro.
Yeah, with that Beast Wars book, that was just me being stubborn though. This was a seller that I had ran into.
Is there a Transformers that has the first appearance of Beasts?
Oh, I didn't mean Beast Wars. I meant Dinobots.
Dinobots. It's like 11 or something.
Tale of the Transformers Omega Point #1 is the first appearance of Beast Wars. It was like a special that they did for the TV show. The cover art is even in the CG cartoon cover art. It's like a multi-$100 book. It's ridiculous. But this was the first Dinobots, which isn't a hard to get rare book. It's toward the beginning of it.
Yeah,
it's like a $20-$30 book in high condition, And this guy wanted $60 for it, and that
it's just a $10 book.
It's a little bit more than that in high grade. The movie gave it a little push.
It gave it it was the movie.
I can see that.
Image taking over the company gave it an even bigger push. Transformer books are actually relative to themselves.
It's not a $60 book.
No, but that just made me want his copy more. So I wasn't leaving that table without it, and I got it for
how much?
For $25. That's how much I was holding out in front of him. Because I sat there and I looked it up before I went in there. I was going in there looking for that book at that con. I had just bought #1. I decided to start collecting Transformers 5 days before they did the Image announcement. So I'm kind of screwed now. Like
you could always decide not to collect them.
That's not how collecting.
Are you doing Joe too? Did you say you're going to do G.I. Joe and Transformers?
So like with Joe, I wanted #1 of that. I picked that up at the con. That was the slab that I lowered back down. which I actually got it. It was already at a killer deal, but I got it for 120 and a 9.2. It was a great deal for that.
What about He-Man? Do you like He-Man? Or is that a little before your time?
I had He-Man toys growing up. I watched He-Man. I don't care about He-Man though.
Okay.
But I just wanted to get I just wanted that Joe #1 and then the first appearance of Storm Shadow. I didn't pick one of those up. That's the silent issue. Everyone calls it the Snake Eyes issue, but it's actually the Storm Shadow issue.
Yeah.
It's his key.
Yeah,
But
21 and then 26 I think is a Snake Eyes origin or something.
But yeah, I figured like in terms of Transformers, #1 and Dinobots were like the two hits for me. They're kind of like the first issue and then like a popular key. And I like the Dinobots. Grimlock's like my favorite.
I know a lot of guys that like both of those runs. Like it's like both of them are kind of like childhood staples.
Oh yeah. And then with G.I. Joe, see, like when I grew up, like I had the G.I. Joe movie on VHS. I didn't have the Transformer one. Like I'm more familiar with G.I. Joe.
My brother had the G.I. Joe movie and watched it over
1,000 times,
over and over. Like
so, like I didn't really dive into Transformers like and start like really enjoying that till the Michael Bay movies came out. And I'm a huge fan of those. And like what happened with this most recent movie, I had such a blast with the family watching it. We watch the Transformer movies all the time in this house because I've got kids that love Transformers, and I just wanted more. So I'm like, I'm going to pick up some Transformer comics. I'm not going to wait till the next movie. I love the idea, the property, the characters. Why haven't I done the comics sooner? So I decided to do it.
Who wrote for Transformers? I don't know diddly about them.
They had a couple of different writers.
Yeah.
Most notably is the Larry Hama on
So Hammond
G.I.
also
Joe.
did Joe.
Hammond did Joe.
Yeah, Hammer's most notably for
Joe
Joe.
Mantlo and Ralph Macchio did the story for the first. Looks like I'm assuming the first.
Ralph
4.
Macchio, like that one.
It says, but it says
like
the Karate Kid himself.
Yeah, like Macchio did those. Shit, get the fuck out,
Macchio.
But I think the real follow-up question we need to ask about HeroesCon is: has Remy stabbed anybody with his skateboard yet?
No.
He's cleaning it right now, isn't he?
No.
You're cleaning the blade, aren't you?
I rode it briefly.
Oh, cool.
And realized that I'm not 20 years old anymore. So that was sad.
That realization when you realize how old you really are.
Well, what it was is my boys. I mean, they obviously I carried it around the weekend, and then they were like,
"Hey, Remy, this one's for you."
What's up? Mm-hmm. I can't believe that came back. Thanks for that one.
Good morning, Pops.
You take that Night Thrasher skateboard to the skate park, and then like, as you're out there in the half pipe with other people, and all of a sudden, like, you fucking take that skateboard and stick someone like a fucking.
Just do a Darby Allin, man.
Then put it back down and just like skate away passively.
That's what you would do, Rob. Clearly, you need your own.
That's me. I have lots of issues. Many issues. Some of them on display for all people to see.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm learning how to play fucking Magic the Gathering, the nerdiest, stupidest shit. It's actually pretty fun. But
I enjoyed it back.
Is that because of the Lord of the Rings thing?
You should come down here to Augusta because
to the Dragon Con.
No, hell no. I would never tell someone to do such a thing.
I've never been to that one.
So you should come down and check out ABX Comics and Games on Mondays for Magic Mondays, where they have open Magic games, learning, and all that stuff. It's the place to be.
Mondays.
Isn't there a specific card that everyone's chasing to be a millionaire?
Yeah, and it's improbable and stupid. And if people were good at math, they would know they're wasting their money. But whatever.
Yeah, they could buy a lottery ticket instead.
And do the same thing with less probability.
Yeah, they can get the same thing, but it's just not the serialized. People are after the serialized cards, which are like the ones of ones or whatever. And it's just like I don't think people recognize that they're probably going to put that in packs that are in these collector sets. So it's just like whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I just love it because they created a set that catered to that whole Tolkien world, and it's really fun. And honestly, it brought in me to Magic the Gathering. I never gave two diddlies about it, and now I'm fucking learning it from my little brother.
Now you're diddling everyone.
And now I'm diddling everybody. I know the terminology, and honestly, I think once you get the terminology and you match the terms to actually what you do, that it becomes much less intimidating as a game.
Hashtag Caroline Diddles Magicians.
I fucking diddle out of
That's
Magic.
the other show. That
I like it.
Diddle the fuck out of Magic.
So you're building your mana and you're
got my nerd.
Math isn't going to stop the Precious from calling to me Lady F.
Bilbo the retard burglar.
With a panel full of nerds. You're a nerd.
I gotta run, guys.
Wait till you go to
All right,
tap
Brian.
that Bilbo.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
Take care.
I just can't wait to see Lady F there tap that Bilbo.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna tap
No.
Bilbo. I'm gonna be tapping. You know who is the most tappable? Is Sam. Is the most tappable.
When you tap him, I'll just kill him with my Nettling nymph.
What?
I'm
And
a
then I've
royal
got
assassin.
like fucking Palantir of Orthanc. It's a rare. It's a mythic rare or artifact. I don't know what the fuck. I'm learning my terms.
There you go. Freaky Louie says that's what I'm talking about.
Freaky, look, I got a Nazgul. People are shitting themselves over the fucking Nazgul because there are unique ones. And you can have up to 9 in a deck. So it's got Death Touch. When they enter the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Whenever that happens, you got a +1/+1 counter on each wraith you control. The deck can have up to 9 Nazgul.
Nerd!
Oh, no, here's Frodo. He does not look like the Frodo that you expect. Dildo
That's pretty
dragons.
significant because it used to be the limit was like
You
4.
should be showing these sort of cards, Caroline.
Should I be?
Those cards? Oh wait, now we gotta talk cards.
Oh, I've got those.
Yeah, you should be talking about those sort of cards.
Oh,
Those Magic
shut
Gathering.
up, Spidey!
I'll show you some. I'll show you some cards.
Fucking
Oh, right.
These ones, I got so
Yeah,
many doubles.
go some real old school.
This is 95. You got about 93 or 92. Oh, maybe those are 91 actually.
Good night.
Now you know how I feel when you start talking about wrestling.
Thank you. Marvel cards are cool. They have DC ones too. There is a couple of DC ones put around the same time. And they did a Marvel Metal like Batman with the Riddler, you know what I'm talking about? That Batman movie. Wizard. These are just doubles.
I want to start getting back into them a bit more.
Tolkien World? The Token World. What the fuck? Tolkien. Math isn't going to stop the Precious from calling for me, Lady F. I mean, if the ring's going to tempt you, the rings are going to be tempting you.
All right. You guys want to see some cards? I'll show you some cards.
Yeah, motherfucker. You motherfuckers. Huh, you motherfuckers. What's that from, you guys?
Yeah. Let's start with the good stuff first.
Oh yeah, 91. Those are 90s actually.
Look at that. Good.
90s Impale.
Oh,
That's
oops,
the good
it
stuff.
looks like DJ Links changed the topic. That Kenny Omega.
Oh, you bastard, DJ.
Legendary.
Look at that. Oh, you want more? You want more? Here we go. We got these babies. We got those. All right. So you want season 1? What about series 2? You guys want series 2? I got some series 2. Look at series 2 right there, baby.
One of the best. One of the best series.
Series 2.
The interconnecting Spidey. One of the best series.
You want some series 2? Okay. You want some series 3? Okay, we got some series 3. I got some series 3. Look at that. Series 3, baby. Look at that right there. Series 3. What else we got? That's those series. So let's go to the other book. What? You don't want Marvel? How about some X-Men? Let's get some X-Men. Look at the X-Men series right there. Jim Lee X-Men. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Fuck all of you.
Series 2 of X-Men. Look at series 2 of X-Men. All that good stuff.
I got it.
Series 2 of X-Men.
You show it, and I'll have it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm the idiot savant when it comes to collector's cards and Marvel.
How about these Spidey cards? You got these Spidey cards? These.
Yep.
These are the nice
Are
ones.
they the Fleer? Oh, those are early 90s one? That sucks.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. Get the Surfer set from the
I got those too. I got those too. Oh, look at this. Who doesn't want a picture of J. Jonah Jameson? Look at that. Who doesn't want that J. Jonah Jameson? Look at him in the crapper.
How about some old school Ghost Rider cards?
While they're just showing cards, Remy, what are you up to?
I was doing a charcoal picture here. I did Batman.
Oh.
You did that? Holy potatoes.
Never seen a potato holier than that.
Really quick.
When did you do that?
Charcoal, but you end up with this deal.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
That's why I don't like charcoal.
I like charcoal though.
I like it because it's quick and you can kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I
has,
don't like
it has
colors.
its plus sides, but I'm not crazy about it.
Remy, when did you make that?
Just now.
Shiny dude.
So you did that pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I like because it's not like a pencil, so you just can kind of like sketch it out real quick.
You create your own grayscale. I like grayscale, and you can create your depths with the amount of charcoal you apply. I'm
See,
sure
Bizzle said nice artwork, Remy, and DJ Link said, "Holy shnikes, Remy." You want another one?
Thank you, sir.
Could you draw a balls and shaft and do the like shading and stuff real realistic?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know
what kind of balls are you looking for?
Like a bowl of fruit, but except it's just a gym dog on a table.
You're looking for a fruit?
Well,
let me see what I can come up with.
All right, thanks, Remy. But have Angel go over it first and give you any pointers. If she doesn't like it, I probably won't like it.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, that's. Ugh.
DJ said it looks like Remy was finger banging a shade from Noctera.
So we've been talking. I've been working on this piece for Norrin Rad. So I've been working on this.
There's some talented artists here.
This is what I've been working for Norrin.
And then Justin.
Marky Mark.
Norrin won this yesterday, so I had
Looks fantastic, is he?
Yeah, the little bit that you get
looks
to see.
Great. Look at it, guys. Look close.
I was gonna say, take me off the screen.
Is that better?
Good, man. Very good.
That's awesome.
He asked for an Adam Morlock, so I obliged.
Is this an ad for Google? What are we doing?
Well, it's a clipboard. What do you want me to do? I got a Google clipboard. Look at it. Well, don't they own YouTube? So maybe we'll get the algorithm.
Product placement. I like
there
it.
You go.
And on that note, I better go to bed.
You're getting
enjoy.
You're not googly enough.
Not what?
You're not googly enough to keep going.
No, I don't have to work.
What time is it now? 10 or something like that over there?
9:02.
11 p.m.
Wow.
Spidey was on the Insomniac stream all night, and then he just
yeah, I saw that.
I
saw that towards the end.
I was only on there for 2 hours, and then I went and did a video, and then I put it up, and then I came on here, and now I'm going to bed because I've got to work in the morning on a Saturday morning, which sucks.
Yeah. Goodbye from the future.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Tell
Bye,
us if anything
Spidey.
crazy
You're the
happens.
best.
It's still perplexing me that no one who's popped on here so far has watched the season finale to Superman and Lois.
Missed it.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that.
Yeah, you're saying that jokingly, Lady Fantastic. Like it's not something to be missed, but it's like easily the best quality show, like in its genre wise, we've gotten in I don't even know how long. It's kind of insane how good it is. It's a sleeper.
Take your word for it, Mark. But I will not invest time because I cannot get that time back. Just like there's some Marvel shit I will not watch because I can't get that fucking time.
Yeah, this is like it's a unicorn.
It's a TV show, right?
Well, yeah, it's a unicorn. It's not comparable to anything else we get. like from
and
CW, from the
it's a Lois Lane
MCU.
show. Clark and Lois and Clark.
Yeah, Superman and Lois. It's not, but yeah, it's not comparable to like the style of the MCU or the other stuff that came on CW. It's not in the Arrowverse. It's not comparable.
What is it then? What is it like? Why is it so different?
Yeah, I have no clue. It's hard to put your finger on it. But what makes it so good is the actual writing in it. It's amazing.
But it's more like a family drama in that way.
Okay.
Would you say?
So you're saying that the show has something good because the writing is better, and what makes the writing better is because it captures interpersonal relationships really well?
Not just that. Like you can go down a laundry list of what makes the writing in this show good, from how well it's like even just plotted out, the execution of it, like how well balanced it is, like how they have specific goals with their storytelling, which they hit those benchmarks and everything, like clockwork. It's the pacing, like it's really like a flawlessly executed show in terms of writing. It's
how many seasons are there?
This was the finale to season 3 that just happened, and they're like 13 episode seasons.
And
like
who are the writers, or who are some names?
I don't know, and I think that's probably a good point you just brought up. Like, if I've been praising the writing of this show for a while, and I haven't even taken the time to look it up.
So J Hood says that what he's seen of that show is really good, and he needs to catch up with it. And then Pre-Key says quality show made under HBO format. What type of cereal is Rob eating?
Ooh.
So there are a few people I know that've been watching it in real time. Like Sector watches it in real time. Brother John watches it. Digger Jim watches it. Freaking Flash by Night watches it. There's been numerous episodes this season alone, like where the handful of us that watch it, as we're watching, like, yo, did anyone else watch it? I'm in tears. Like, it has brought me to tears numerous times. Like numerous
CW shows.
Yeah, best, like numerous grown men that we all know have all been brought to tears numerous times through the season. Like, that's how well it's done. It's wild.
Yeah, well, I could tell that about WCW wrestling too. No, I mean, interesting. It sounds interesting. I need to read about who made it and what makes it so different. I'll watch it. Fantastic TV show. Everybody's giving it raving reviews, and it's just called Lois and Superman.
Superman and Lois.
Sorry, Superman.
Yeah. I do the same. I would do the same thing for a while too, because of the Dean Cain show that I came up with. It was Lois and Clark.
Yeah,
but it's called Superman and Lois, and it takes place on its own world. You know, it does have the same actor and actress that portrayed them in the Arrowverse, but it's not the same Superman and Lois. You know, they exist on a world where aren't other superheroes and stuff like that. The tone and style, like the color palette of the show, they've kind of like, especially in that first episode, they made sure that it has its own feel to it to kind of separate it as well visually from it. They do a lot of really cool stuff with the mythos of Superman as well. Like, it's kind of one of those you think you know, but we're going to kind of twist it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it follows him in a time era in his life when they're done living in Metropolis and they move back to Smallville to raise their teenage kids. Instead of him just having Jonathan, they have twins. They have Jonathan and Jordan. And they just do a really good job. Like, I know plenty about Superman, but this show still has the ability to surprise me with all their decisions that they make.
Yeah, so it's looking like they couple little serious things, but with the common touch of being a family and having to manage the interpersonal dynamics that being part of a fucking family and a parent it comes with.
Yeah, and there's so many levels to that as well. It's not just their relationship as parents. You have supporting casts, like they're in Smallville, so you have Lana and her husband, and the dynamic of Lois and Clark's household does not match the dynamic of Lana and Kyle's household, that does not match the dynamic of John Henry Irons' household.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like this beautiful ballet of writing comes in, where it kind of really doesn't matter where you come from or how you came up. You will see yourself and your experiences reflected in these people's struggles as well. It's just it's ridiculous.
Bubs makes the scathing comment, "I'll wait until a CW show gets through season 4. They generally have a good first 3 seasons, then they tank."
Yeah, season 4 is the final season. We just finished season 3, and season 4 is the.
Well, you don't have to watch it on CW. It's also on Max, isn't it?
There's
it's on HBO Max.
C-Bizzle has to understand that it's never too early to eat fried chicken.
What?
I think C-Bizzle would know that, wouldn't he?
You would think, but just in case, it's never.
I'm
Too
just
8
saying.
a.m. in Dallas, it's never too early to eat fried chicken. You know?
Yeah, this is definitely the trope that they earned. Now, when it comes to something like Stargirl, didn't start on CW and moved to CW. They had three fantastic seasons. Like they had a final
A show like this.
point and wrote 3 great seasons.
Yeah. Well, it
What makes
sounds
it very good in my
like a
opinion,
good formula.
Superman is a dad. So in the very
Yeah.
beginning of the episode, you'll see him save a submarine and then get home and have to deal with something hard like high school drama. When we've lived with these characters as long as we have, we sometimes have to ask, are there any good Superman stories left to tell? And a show like this comes along and says yes. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Nailed it. Clark as a dad is super, absolutely. And dude, when I think it was Tylox, we were on a stream last week sometime, like talking about Heroes Con, this or that, and topic of Superman came up in general, and he just kind of in passing pointed out like, and he's a one-dimensional character, right? And I'm like, no, that couldn't be farther from the truth. And for those that don't read the comics and you just want to check out Superman, check out this show. You'll see that this is an incredibly complex character who is the opposite of somebody who has an answer for everything and the ability to just overcome any obstacle. That's where the show hits.
Well, it sounds like it's just ended. It just ended. So now what?
Season 3 just ended.
Oh, it's got a season 4 coming up.
Yeah, the final season will be season 4, 10-episode final season. Which I like the idea of going in knowing this is our wrap up. Yeah. Like you have Gotham Knights just wrapped up on a cliffhanger, and there'll never be another one. They should have never made it to begin with, though. But you have like I said, Stargirl knew that they were in the potential final season, and they filmed 2 exits to the show. One that had another season in mind, and one that was the final, and it wrapped up nicely, put a bow on it, and left you hopeful for these characters' futures. But no,
I put the cereal in first, and then I pour the milk on top of the cereal. Who puts milk in first? That's fucked up.
I think somebody who puts peanut butter and jelly on the same slice of bread and then puts just a plain piece of bread on top.
People who put their socks on before their pants.
Oh,
put milk in your bowl for that's weird. I mean, the only time I did it just like now, where I had put the cereal in, I poured milk on it, and then I ate the cereal. I had some milk left over, so I added some cereal to the milk. But I never would think.
Steve Bizzle, you always put the cereal first, and then you got to let that cold milk cascade over them bitches.
Moving over to wrestling talk now. Back to the Kenny Omega Will Ospreay match. Izzy is ready. Izzy just logged back in. Yeah, but anyway, Sunday night for At Week's End, have an awesome panel on there, and we'll definitely be diving into the season 3 of Superman and Lois and talking the finale. I've got already have spoiler pictures lined up, but I'm not spoiling that finale, not until Sunday night. But I highly recommend people check that series out.
Also, the hunts tonight.
What is that?
Bullshit.
First off, we don't promote that show over here. We're pro Biggie Shack on this channel. So the Comic Collectors Club will be running tonight the same time as DJ Links is in the mix. So you can catch the Comic Collector Club on the Rewind or whatever.
On the Rewind.
Biggie plays poker and it's fun. So we do watch him because he's good. It's good. But I'm going to be on the hunt talking shit.
We don't promote the hunt over here. We never heard of it. You don't hunt man. I'm just kidding.
You don't hunt man.
Yeah, I really don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
There's a lot of people that I know that are over there. You go over there. Comic Journey hangs out over there. Doesn't Nick the Comic Nerd go over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of great community members go over there. And
I've wanted to go over there before. Can't get an invite.
Nobody likes you, Remy. Fuck off.
I know.
You need to come though. It'll be fun. All you got to do is shoot the Tones a text. You know, just saying. Pro Arrowverse. It's unapologetically comic book.
I don't think Remy said he wants to beg to be on the show. He wants to be invited.
Yeah.
You know, when you go over a certain stature, you expect people to come to you, not you go to them.
Well, you guys are just full of shit.
Hey, when you have egos the size of ours.
Yeah, well, no comment. Good morning, team. Is it? It's not really that exclusive.
E-Man.
They let riffraff like me on
World
there.
of Geek.
If you can talk shit, come on.
There we are.
What runs are y'all working on?
Transformers.
How many issues you lack? Isn't there like 80-something issues of Transformers? I don't know how many issues.
In the 1 week that I've been actively looking, about 14 issues.
I mean, that's not bad. It's pretty good.
I don't even know how long the run goes for. I haven't.
Me either.
Depends on whether you restrict yourself just to U.S.
I feel like it ends in the 80s, but I don't really know.
I feel like I'm going to have to sit down with Rob on one of his Skype calls where the camera can track my motion and have an informative conversation. I need to get Dr. Von Hoot on the line.
So the Transformers runs towards the end of the Marvel series were really hard to come across because they had
very hard. Super low print.
Yeah, they had low print.
What's the final issue number for the Volume 1 run?
It says it was an 80-issue American comic book series.
So the highest issue number that I found was issue 72.
All right.
That's good, though.
Number of issues, 80. Main
so
characters.
The person who had it in a lot, and they are asking $45 for it. But I ended
84 through
6
91.
issues total off of the guy for like just a couple bucks a piece.
I want to get the shit.
But you got the limited series that started it.
The 4 issues, yeah.
The 4 issues.
And then there's G.I. Joes and Transformers. You know,
that's just a 4-issue miniseries.
That's also you also have the movie which is a one-shot.
I thought there was multiple. I thought there was like 3 issues to the movie.
So when the Transformers ended in the U.S., it continued in England.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they give it a subtitle at that point?
I don't remember.
What was that first subtitled run? God, I forget. Where's Dr. Von Hoot? God dang it. He knows all these answers off the top of his head.
See, right now, he could be at work.
He's probably at work. They're 6 hours ahead of us.
There's like a subtitle for like the second run of Transformers in the comic books. Or maybe I'm thinking of something in the TV show, like when they picked it up. That's that 3rd season. Is that it? No, that's IDW.
IDW is
Don't be mean. They need all the support they can get now that they lost 2 of their biggest IPs.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a Jim Lee cover.
For what?
Transformers. Jim Lee did a cover.
Which issue?
It's issue 53.
Oh wow! From the original run. That's
original run. So this is like old school Jim
I've
Lee.
got issue 35 coming. That's kind of like 53.
Yeah.
Oh, today we should be getting the final announcement from Skybound. How they've been doing the slow rollout reveal of the characters that are being confirmed for the first little run here.
I'm gonna go to eBay right now. I'm gonna look up.
Yeah, the final issue is 80. So.
Transformers 80. We're gonna look how much it is on eBay.
Somebody's trying to sell it for 115, but the lowest I've seen is 65.
I see a 130 slab for 130.
Yeah.
They gotta be raw. Yeah, they gotta be raw because I'm reading the.
I see a raw for 100.
I'm reading the run. So I bought Transformers 1 in a slab, but I've already got a raw copy coming.
There's a raw for 65.
Someone's selling 79 and 80 for 80.
There's a raw for 60.
Wow, that's not cheap. The epic conclusion. I see one for 65.
79 and 80 for 80 is not bad.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's $40 a pop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really good.
I see one for 60, which is the Hungarian Foreign Edition.
I don't read that. I don't read Hungarian. So lucky for me, I've got great local spots. I'm going to try to go by Dead Media Collectibles here in Augusta and see which ones I can grab. And I've got issues 1 through 8 unbroken, so I'm waiting on them to come in. And as soon as they come in, I'm going to try to get them from the front end. But what I've noticed is that they're ridiculously scarce all of a sudden since that Image announcement. So y'all know I don't really spend time on Whatnot, but I've been going over to Whatnot every day for like the past week and just scrolling through streams and following people and asking them any Transformers, and everyone's like, no. There it is, Transformer Generation 2. That's what I was thinking, Generation.
Well, I have some Transformers. I might shoot them out to you, Mark. Okay.
Dude, that'd be awesome. I'd be happy to purchase them from you if you don't need them.
Well, I'm getting rid of some stuff tomorrow, so tomorrow we're gonna be doing a live stream, so we're gonna get rid of some stuff. So
are you gonna sell live?
Yeah. So Josh is gonna do the Whatnot stream, but I'm also gonna put it on YouTube to kind of like let people know that it's happening.
To send them over to Whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll do that. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm selling.
Yeah, what time is this happening? You should probably be promoting this.
Well, it's happening at here's the first time. 3:00. You know what it is? I have to do a trailer video and all that stuff for them.
Yeah, but you're ridiculously good at it.
Yeah, so I'll get to do that. Hey, it's Solomon Grundy.
If Rob had hair. Remy, show it again. Rob was looking down. We got Incredible Hulk here.
Or Solomon Grundy.
Bruce Banner.
Kind of went old school, like Lou Ferrigno style.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I saw Lou Ferrigno in real life, and he is a big man.
Stop calling me the Hulk. I'm a person.
Big man. Nice guy too, real sweet.
The Hulk's just
E-Man's asking, so is the final Skybound Image going to include Thundercracker or Skywarp? I hope it's Skywarp. It's a larger Decepticon, that is for sure. They kind of cheated us with a Soundwave and the little bird that hangs out on his shoulder. Like that was a
Laserbeak.
Laserbeak, yeah. So that was Laserbeak in the Michael Bay movie then, right? The little bird that was killing.
Yeah, Laserbeak was. Yeah, it was Laserbeak, but it wasn't Soundwave.
Soundwave was in the franchise. He was up in the air first, and then he
was originally supposed to be Frenzy. So Frenzy was supposed to be Soundwave, and then it was like he's too different.
Well, I'm saying in part 2 we had Soundwave up in the satellite. Then in part 3, Soundwave was the rich guy's car. He was his closest Decepticon
car.
That ain't no Soundwave.
You remember the rich guy that Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend worked for that ended up being familiar with the Decepticons, and he gave Carly that car, and it like started a fight in their relationship and stuff. But that car turned out just to be a Decepticon.
Was he biblically familiar with
Decepticons? I think he might have known them biblically. They didn't confirm it, but you definitely can make the argument with the information we have.
Now I'm interested.
Sold.
So
E-Man says Ravage in the Bayverse was one of the best Decepticons. I like Barricade. I thought he was a good one. I think they did good with the Decepticons in the first movie, really establishing them. Like Blackout was dope, Barricade was dope, Devastator was dope.
I was happy with what they did with Starscream.
Yeah, they did Starscream good in all of them.
Yeah,
especially when Bumblebee finally took him out in that third one. Good morning, Comics. How are you doing today?
Hey, Shop.
Yeah, those are just fun movies. I don't know. I like Michael Bay as a director. He's one of those popcorn flick directors that I just enjoy his movies. Have y'all seen The Island with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
I almost said why I know it, but that'll ruin the movie. And I know it's like 15 years old, but still, I almost said, "Oh, you mean the movie about blank?"
Yeah, it's got a cool twist on it.
Yeah, it was an interesting one for sure.
It has like really good action in it. Like Bad Boys 2 was like just a damn good movie, like action and everything. Like it was just really, really cool. And that highway chasing in Bad Boys 2 was like one of the biggest scenes in it. And you have that same kind of action and that same level of action in The Island as well.
We're just talking about old movies now. I'll say, I watched this week this Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Was it good? Did they get the miles to set back on the car?
Oddly not.
Oh man!
But it once again restored my faith that anybody can be Abe Perlman.
The sausage king.
And if you believe in yourself, you can become center stage on a float going down the street, entertaining people, and no one will bat an eye.
Did you know that the construction workers in that movie were not actors?
Don't care.
99% of the people you see in movies are not actors. They just wish they were.
Neither are the actors.
Exactly.
Some of them don't act. Real question here, though, is because it's been super silent. Mr. Justin, what are we working on today?
I promised to have Something is Killing the Children number 32 done this morning. And I've got about 15 pages to go.
Aha.
What do they qualify as this morning?
I'm hoping 11:59.
West Coast time?
Yeah, you're not going to make it, bro.
or maybe Hawaii time.
Yeah, man, I still got like 2.5 hours. I think I could do it.
15 page. How long does it typically take to do a page? I honestly don't have an idea.
Depends on the page.
It depends. I'm usually good for like 4 to 5 pages an hour.
Oh, wow. That's not bad. You got
That's actually really good, man.
I lettered the entire G.I. Joe, the silent issue. I'm just saying. I did that in no time flat.
Critically acclaimed work there, bud.
Yeah, super
award-winning work.
I basically just blinked my eyes and it was done.
Was it handwritten?
You have no idea, man.
What do y'all know about the Transformers series? It's just called Transformers Universe. Are these reprints? Are these reprints of the first volume?
Who's the publisher?
It's Marvel.
They might be reprints.
You have Transformers Universe, like the third tantalizing issue, continuing a 4-issue guide to the biggest stars. Oh, it's just a 4-issue guide. Never mind. There it is.
What are you doing, Miss Kitty? All right, I got some books.
Unicron looks awesome.
We're gonna be talking about things that evoke our nostalgia. I have like a whole section that's just to books that like really just evoke my nostalgia from like pop culture.
Are you into pop culture?
I'm into like what was pop culture. Yeah, I'm into pop culture. Like comics in and of themselves are part of pop culture. Power Pack, that's old school. Just evokes like memories, childhood. These first ones are good. Just like New Mutants, my childhood.
Did you like the movie that they did for it?
You know, I watched it, and I watched it years after it dropped, and I thought it was really interesting. You know,
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
I know. I didn't think it was. I just didn't expect it, and I was interested.
I think if they leaned even harder into the just the psychological horror aspect of it, it would have done nothing but got better.
Early Rogue, see that? That's an early Rogue. She looks so butch, not that sex pot that you know Rogue to be.
What do you have against butch people? You don't think they're
no?
sexy?
I don't have anything against butch people. I'm making a commentary on how much Rogue developed as a character. She went from being that kind of stocky butch, like whatever, to big time sex pot, hot mama.
Do you think it's as the Captain Marvel wore off, she became more attractive?
Or the 90s cartoon?
I don't know. I think
the That's actually a pretty good
Flavor.
observation. Captain Marvel. We're
That
off.
gave her the Butch effect.
Well,
She's
no,
starting to be the person she really was always.
yeah, because like she takes on the abilities of those she touches, and that's where she got her big push in the beginning.
I mean, she essentially is Carol Danvers, but don't touch me. Like that's the powers that she has. Here you go, Remy.
Night Thrasher.
Oh yeah.
This one, Cyberspace 3000. Just the nerdiest, stupidest shit. These books are books of like my childhood that I remember. Remember the Clive Barker universe, his whole dream universe,
Razorline. I remember that.
We got our Mighty Mouse, Dark Knight homage.
Here I come to save the day.
I love this movie. I love this video game. I thought Pierce Brosnan was like the hottest man to ever walk the earth.
Is he not?
No, he is. He's pretty
Mighty
sexy.
Mouse was fine, but come on, dude. Underdog was way better.
Underdog was cool. I don't have any Underdog comics. Got my Roger Rabbit.
Or Super Chicken.
Got Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Got Captain Planet. He's our hero. That's Neil Adams, bro.
I would like to put out a conspiracy theory about Captain Planet.
Let's do it.
Do it.
My conspiracy theory is that you never see Captain Planet and MacGyver at the same place at the same time. Think about it.
My mind's blown.
I honestly didn't know that was a thing.
Same haircut.
I mean, they have similar hairstyles.
Shut up, baby.
Fire!
Cornholio. I have 1, 2, and 3. I found 1, 2, and 3. Beavis and Butthead. Booger World. Work at Booger World, bro. This Betty and Veronica. Now this isn't remind me of my childhood. I just think it's a super fun Adam Hughes cover that was like 10 cents. Got some Josie and the Pussycats. Where they're scared of Dracula. They're a nasty old man Dracula's castle. And then we've got Veronica Goes to Russia. Veronica in Russia. And that's her with Mikhail Gorbachev. Look at the stain on his head. Freedom. This is how all Russians look right now. They're very happy. And they believe in freedom. Barbie. Fashion. This is one of Mark's favorite. I think, didn't you say you wanted to work on this run too after the transfer?
What is it? I'm on another tab. What is it?
The Barbie.
Oh, that's all good. Does that one have an insert with it as well?
It's the winners of the Parents' Choice Honors.
Do you know how cool that cover really is? Like,
This is how banging. I've won votes off the hunt with this fucking cover.
Well, I'm saying like how actually relevant it is, because if you look at the cover, she's sitting there painting pink hearts, holding a pink paint bucket.
That's
the Barbie,
extremely relevant. That's extremely fucking relevant.
The Barbie movie actually put a hinder on the paint market because they bought so much pink paint all at one time that
that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it depleted the industry, the paint industry temporarily.
Here is the poor man's Barbie. Stars meet Misty.
What do you have against the poor?
I said this is the poor man's Barbie. But anyways, let's just stop. I know this is not a class struggle, bro. It's just Walmart Barbie. That's all, man.
Now what do you have against Walmart?
Not shit. Get things at
I prefer Target, but I'll settle for Walmart.
That's where I got these cards from, these shit-ass cards, Target. Now, that's not an indictment on Target. This is just an indictment on probably my own personal choice. Really. I just made a shitty choice.
There's other things that, Tarjay will be indicted for, to say the least.
Maybe so. Morning Gang. Austin LeMay. Very amazing artist in the community. Questionable character, I've heard. JK. I'm in this closed protesting in silence. I'm this close from protest. Well, you're still protesting in silence. You didn't finish it. You didn't finish the New Mutant. You was I dug it. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was different. It was different. Not traditional format superhero movie show. But New Mutants aren't your traditional format dudes. You've gotten a lot of inking done.
Yep.
And you decided to Justin have him letter it?
Are you working on my gym dog, Remy?
No, I started doing a Transformer. Because we were talking about Transformers.
Yeah, but I was talking about
it was kind of like whatever we were talking about, aside from a giant dick and balls. I was like, yeah,
that didn't take for
that's
you?
what I might start to
Why
work
didn't
on.
that take?
I don't know.
So
next time, I guess.
You're saying then, is it somewhere over there you have a sketch that you just recently did of a man at a skate park stabbing another man with a skateboard?
Can we see the Transformer again, Remy? I missed it.
It's just kind of like a outline thing so far.
Ooh.
Damn. At the store, ready for the day.
Good morning, Paul.
I am gonna be going to the LCS today myself. It opens at noon.
This is the LCS I was telling you should come visit Monday nights. Magic.
Oh, hey, ABX. I'm just learning how to play Magic. Not actually the real person form, but the fake person commander form, because I'm learning Lord of the Rings style. But I'm one of those people who is a big Lord of the Rings fan, and there are a lot of them out there who are intentionally moving in and learning Magic expressly for the fact that there's a Lord of the Rings set and deck that they can play. It's not standard play, but it's really fun.
I'm sure he's super aware.
Oh, I know that he is, but I'm just telling him that as a Magic dude that he knows all the things about, and I know two of the things about.
He sells it.
I buy it.
So
I'm having fun. Magic is pretty fucking fun, and so now I see now that I'm learning, it's really an endearing and quite engaging game. Probably one of
the card that everybody's chasing after. Is it a ring? Because that would be
it's stupid. It's not worth it. Don't pay the extra money. You're not gonna fucking get it, and it's not worth the money.
Has any of them popped up? What's it called? I want to see what this.
It's just called the One Ring, and it's serialized, and it's a serialized 1 of 1.
Don't waste your money unless you're at Augusta Book Exchange and want to pick up some of the cards.
Exactly.
Don't waste your
money.
Way to go.
We may have the card in Augusta.
Yes, I heard that they sent it out to Georgia.
They did. I heard it's
you can
in
buy
Georgia.
it. You can buy it on eBay for $160.
Let me show you the tracking number.
Or I could just not, because I don't give a shit.
I'm saying looks like there's a lot of them out there, unless I'm looking at this
they're not the serialized ones. They're just the standard or the foil ones.
Got you. Okay. There's multiple versions of it. Okay.
There are multiple versions of it, but they all have the same functionality in terms of the card.
One's trade dress, one's foil. We're after the virgin one here, guys.
You're after the virgin, the serialized version, where she's been branded on the butt cheek saying this bitch is a virgin. That's basically what it is. And
complete with chastity belt.
I think there are a lot of Magic the Gathering people that are kind of actually frustrated with this release because it's going to crash the market, because these things are the Lord of the Rings cards are grossly overvalued. Don't pay the price that you're paying for them now, because they're going to crash. As soon as they come out the pack, they're worth like a fourth of the value that people say that they are.
Are people buying them?
Unless you picked it up.
I mean, these are Magic.
People are buying
These are
them.
Magic the Gathering people. They know
much more.
They're fucking up the market for Magic the Gathering. The people.
Well, I mean, they know that this isn't that. Like, Magic people know what their hobby
is.
Yes,
the Magic people will not invest gross amounts of money in this because they know
Lord
the
of the
actual
Rings
value.
fan, that's like a separate subcategory of like what's
Well,
happening.
there are
here.
people like me. I didn't necessarily spend the money, but there are people like me that are the Lord of the Rings enthusiasts. And then on top of that, there are people that are just like the card chasers that hear that ratio and they get a chub and they like ripping packs. And I just think that for $500, a collector's box, That is grossly overvalued when it's really probably worth about $75 to $125.
That's
Unless
retail.
you pick it up at Augusta Book Exchange, which
That's retail
again,
probably higher than that.
if I were to buy one, that's where
retail
I would,
is about
check it out.
$375 to $500. It just depends on who's selling it.
For a box, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
boxes of cards aren't cheap.
Nope.
Like,
And this one is
I'm saying fair value. Like
this
not
is
like
priced at a premium. This is not fair value. Fair value would be about a third of what it's priced at.
I know that. So, like the shops that
go.
are around here, there
you
was like a trucking issue with it, so they haven't received any of them yet. But I know that at Augusta Book Exchange, you can pick up boxes, packs, anything that you need. Just check out Augusta Book Exchange.
Yeah, there's a link in the
Augusta Book
description.
Exchange.
It'll take you to their Facebook group.
Yeah.
Where you can keep track of what nights of the week, what games are being thrown down, what new books are coming out, you know, where and when to be.
Yeah.
For the shot at that one room.
That's one place, Evils. I just know that if you pre-ordered based on pre-ordering or going straight to the store and getting it, the range has been around $370 to $500. And Couchin and Sachin with Seabizzle, I totally there with you, but I did buy a pre-constructed Elven deck with my Elven Council, and I'm having a lot of fucking fun.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
It's okay. I didn't either until a couple.
I don't know what
weeks
council
ago.
mean.
You don't know what council means?
Out of all those words, council's the one that got him.
I can't help you with
It
that.
really messed me up with that one.
I can't help you with that.
This comic book terminology,
Are
this card terminology is insane.
I just have a quick question because are those elves? Do they utilize green mana?
Yes, they do.
So you could combine the new elves with the Landwehr elves and stuff from the original decks.
Yes, you can.
Which
Absolutely
those elves could be tapped to generate mana.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely right.
The
Elven
have
deck,
the Merfolk. Amazing.
Oh,
the
Merfolk.
Elven deck is a blue-green combo deck.
Okay.
So, and there are several commanders. There are up to 6 different commanders from the Elven deck that you
I
can
don't know
actually
anything about
use.
commanders. That's all beyond my era.
I'll command you. No, yeah, that's fine. It's just another.
I have a deck around here somewhere that I constructed in 1994, and it hasn't really changed since then. And when I do pull it out and play with people, I don't understand any of the cards they're playing, and they don't understand shit about the cards I'm playing until
you have a great time.
Well, yeah. I got what we used to affectionately call the Michael Jackson deck. It was a black-white deck.
There you go. There you go.
There's so many things I have in my mind right now. I'm not even bothering. Did you stack your deck? Did you stack your deck?
I didn't stack it.
My deck was set up with Sender Vampires, Nedley Nymphs, and Sorceress Queens.
We missed the ordering them, but there's a lot of stuff going on during the time. I would have had to pre-order them. You know, you're not missing much. I'd say if people want to come and sell them secondhand, just take them and buy them at a gross loss to the person. But they're not that great in terms of Magic cards. I've been watching a lot of different videos from like Magic people and
Magic people. Ooh.
The people that do this. You know, there's this community. We're comic people. There's Magic people. And I've really learned a lot from watching like gameplay and stuff. It's been really interesting, and so it's very fun. And I'm glad that I've been introduced, and I'm not such a judgy bitch. I'm still kind of a judgy bitch, but Magic's fun. Try it if you care. If you don't. I'm not your mama.
Actually, I just found a whole bunch of cards. Here you go. You got a.
So the
is Sheevan Dragon?
There you go. The that would work in the
Here's another Sheevan Dragon.
What's the specs on it? Read it to me.
Sheevan Dragon. Oh, here's another one. It's a 5/5 flying. You can tap one mountain to give +1 to your attack. So you can pump up its attack by tapping one land.
Yeah. So he's counters. You can put
flying
counters
creature,
on him.
5/5 flying creature. Sheevan Dragons back in the day were like the shiznat. These are the things that everybody wants nowadays.
Did you just say the shiznat?
Yeah,
yes.
the multi-color lands. So this is a red green land
or color. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a mountain forest. So if you have a red green deck, you can put these in there and you can tap it to be whatever you want. Those were
I have a blue green.
Bunch of those. This is oh, that was another weird land. I don't know what it is. This deck's got some. This is just leftover cards, I think, from that we had laying around for stuff, because there's a mix of disintegration. Oh, here's some Sky Shroud elves.
What Seabizzle is saying, those are money magic cards, Rob.
Yeah, I know these are old. This one, you could tap this elf to add green mana, or add or any color mana to add either white or red mana to your pool. Interesting.
How big is the deck when you say you have a deck? How big?
Well, my deck that I play with is. I think it's.
Shut up, Izzy. Grow up.
I think it's 60
cards.
He said his deck that he plays with.
Yes, because this is. Holy spiders, more elves, forests, hollow tree.
Plays with his deck.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Here's the land war elves I was talking about originally.
Oh, they look gnarly, bro.
They would you play them. They're just 1/1 creatures, but then you could tap them to add to your green mana pool. Yeah. So,
and I got these fun little dice that you can put on your little dudes. So if you want to keep track of your counts,
wood sphere. Every time you cast a green spell, it adds to your life. This is real good having a green deck.
Always 60 cards. Is that the standard form? Because I've just learned there's about umpteen billion different.
Well, so I think so. As I recall, and it's been a while since I built a deck, but it was like the minimum.
It just keeps rolling and rolling.
When you built your deck, it was always like around 60 was the target, because that was 70. Like if you went too many cards, then every time, because you could only have 4 of any given card in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you went beyond a certain amount, the chance of the card that you wanting to come up wasn't was unlikely. I think 60 was like the minimum or something. Maybe it was at the back in the day. I don't know. But so that just became a thing. It was like you really didn't want nobody built their deck with more than 65 at the most, for the most part, because it was always a thing. Like when you got a new card, it was okay. Well, if I'm going to put this in, what am I taking out? Because the chances are that if this is in there, then there's that less of a chance that something else is coming up. And depending upon what your deck was like, especially for my deck was dependent on having a combination of cards. If I had that combination, it was super powerful.
Gangbusters, yeah.
Yeah, if I only had some of them, it was still a good deck. But if I could get that combo, man, because if I had and this is super nerd stuff, I'm sorry, but if I had a Netley Nymph,
no need to apologize,
and one of my vampires out and a Sorceress Queen, I could basically any creature you had out, I could force your creature to attack me, feed it to my vampire, which made my vampire stronger. And even if your creature was initially stronger than my vampire, I could use the Sorceress Queen to make it a 0/2 creature, which made it completely useless in attacking, and my vampire would just eat it and become stronger. Next thing you know, I'm coming over with like 10 flying creatures that you have like almost no way to protect and stuff. It was
timestamp 2 hours 17 minutes.
All use 60 card standard. They all play the same thing. Yeah, okay. So the commander deck that I have is a 100 card deck, but it's a very specific form. It's not the standard play. Very cool, Remy.
Good day to you, Dr. Von Hoot. Yeah, 3 hours sleep was about all I had too. I heard your owl though. Your owl was outside my window. Set message received, good sir. So.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna kind of just chill. But
I like you, Lady F.
Yeah. Had fun. Hope you guys have a good weekend and enjoy yourselves. Don't get into too much trouble.
Just make Marvel.
All right, just handle your decks all weekend.
Enjoy your vacation. Are you going to go anywhere? Or are you just staying at home the whole time?
My dad has a really, really, really nice place on the Duck River with a boat ramp and boats and kayaks, and I really want to get out there on the water and just be a heathen.
Nice.
Probably gonna do that for the holiday coming up here. So, all right, guys, y'all take care. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
There you are. And boom goes the dynamite. Justin hard at work. Remy's working on his new career as a courtroom artist.
Yep.
You can't draw while you're being indicted. Just saying.
Challenge accepted.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, just walking in as you're being led in handcuffs with an easel under your arm. Poster-boarded. What the hell is this?
That'd be great.
I was hired to sketch my own courtroom proceedings, Your Honor.
He starts drawing himself like really with like a 6-pack. It's like, so the defendant
shirtless, just like
that'd be perfect. Yeah, let's do
was
it.
that? Oh, you remember that? I don't know if you saw what was it? Modern Family. There's that when there was like the time one of the guys had the courtroom artist had a spat, and every time they drew a picture of him, he was like,
no, I didn't. I only seen a very limited amount of episodes of Modern Family.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw one episode. They go to Vegas, and his wife had like a trench coat, and it gets caught in the escalator. I saw that episode.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was
3
pretty
weeks,
funny.
and then you're off for 7 weeks. Is that 7 weeks a choice or?
Wow, no, isn't that just how vacations work out there?
Dr. Von Hoot, I was asking for you earlier. Transformers issue 80 ended the Marvel Volume 1 run. Where did it go directly after that? What's next? Okay. Sorry. Back to the kids.
Fair enough. Man, his food disappears again. There he goes. Just like that.
Here, but like it would just be loud and
all right, I got it. Well, understand I'll be leaving in like
I'm listening. I'm present. I'm just not at there.
Generation 2 Marvel. Mm-hmm. Didn't it continue on over to the UK?
What explain Headmasters comics and funny name. Headmasters was the name of one of the sub series as well.
Well, Headmasters was kind of like the end of G1. Okay. So towards the very end, the Headmasters kind of like were the last series that we've seen, and then it kind of like went into obscurity from there. But that's exactly what they are. They were Headmasters. They were Transformers, and their heads, they had like almost like Power Rangers in a way, where there was like there was like human. There was like a human one. Like Spike was one. Spike's kid was a Headmaster. So it just had like people inside.
Well, and I remember at one point there was something with like some smaller bot or something that would combine with the bigger bot or something.
Yeah, and I think Hot Rod became one of them too. Hot Rod was like the leader of the Headmasters towards in the show. They're like, we gotta do something with Hot Rod. His toy is not selling. Well, turn him into a Headmaster.
Hot Rod gave some Hot Rod as a Headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, Justin, don't write that.
Ooh, too late.
Yeah, the UK continued to run after US, depending on if you want to hunt UK oversized. There you go. Hot Rod was a Target Master.
Target.
I say it would have been too on the nose if Hot Rod was a Headmaster. I bet he was.
And I'm trying to remember what's a Target Master.
Those were the little Transformers that would turn into guns, I think. Right?
Wow.
Someone?
So they were all Megatron?
Transformers. Target.
But not Megatron.
Masters. Target masters are a subset of transformers binary bonded to smaller partners who this is what they transform into their weapons. So there was basically a smaller robot that transformed into the weapons for the bigger bot.
Okay.
Target masters process is often seen to follow shortly after development of headmaster's process.
Let's see what Dr. Ron said.
Yeah, permanent handgun.
The UK run continued after US. Depends if you want to hunt UK oversized. I got plenty of magazine size box. Hot Rod was a target master. Yeah, I was looking at the Headmaster's issue number 1. It's literally a Transformer pulling his own head off. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Part of their binary bonding.
Dude, I'm still waiting to see like when a movie's going to get brave enough to try to tackle that aspect.
Eventually.
Yeah, I think we're in that era. Like we're in that with this new era with Bumblebee and the Beast. Outside with the shovel, homie.
Well, that's part of the problem we have here in American television. We always want things bigger and better, right? And so what hasn't been shown, so that's what hasn't been shown, so that's what's next.
I just love how they've been cuffing MegaCon during this new era. They're really saving them.
I want to see Unicron in full form, full Transformer form. That's what I want to see. So I hope this is not the end of Unicron.
Yeah, they didn't do anything but just stop his travel.
Mm-hmm.
They broke the highway.
Life is a highway.
What's everyone got going on this week, and what are your goals, your dreams, your aspirations? JB, you're just trying to meet an impossible deadline and build a bunch of Legos before the end of the year, right?
Well, I sent Tyler a message the other day. I found a Lego set that I forgot I bought, so I got to add that to the stack. Thinking about going to a convention tomorrow. I haven't decided yet.
Where at?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I heard good things about that show.
What kind of convention is it? Chocolate convention?
If there's not chocolate, if they are not handing you chocolate bars as you walk in, I will be disappointed.
Where is it actually being held? It's being held in Hershey, Pennsylvania, but it's how far from the place?
Like a Holiday Inn, I think.
Oh.
That's what I read.
Okay.
But will they have it when? Will they have Baby Ruth bars there?
Are they properties of Hershey?
No, but
okay.
Remy's my Baby Ruth man.
Remy's my Baby Ruth, and you should have left it with that.
See, there you go.
Oh man, that was a fun week, wasn't it?
Rich and dexterous, baby. Rich and dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you guys. Was it DJ that sent you that box or Nick?
Yeah, DJ sent that to me.
God, that was so funny. What a week.
What the hell is this? It's a giant box of Baby Ruths. Of course.
And you haven't opened it yet?
weekend. This weekend, I just got Saturday usual stuff. We got a big guest with a lot of high end books. Justin, you'll want to watch. You don't want to go to this. This guy's got half the show is probably going to be Spider-Man stuff, and it's like super high grade stuff.
I'll be honest with you, Rob. Like, I think you've peaked. Like in terms of like just the books that show up. Like the show can never peak because like it's really about the guests more than the books, which is amazing for the formatting. But between Nerdy Girl showing up with like the actual pinnacle of actual books, and then last week. Like you got to start hitting niche markets now. Like you've done it all.
We still haven't had a Deck 27 on the show yet.
I thought Nerdy brought one.
No,
call her back.
Yeah. So I think this week's guest I'm excited for. And then Sunday I got a special. I'm going to do a live special at 11 a.m. my time with the Rogue Trader. We have that Submariner book is back. And so it's gone from Australia to be cleaned and pressed, and mold remediation and foxing, and being taken care, being lightened, and a lot of cover cleaning and crazy stuff. And gone to CGC, they've regraded it, and we're going to find out whether or not it got hit. You know, there's been a lot of refurbished because of cleaning, or not refurbished. What do we call it? Restored grades have been given for cleaning. So we're hoping that's not the case here. We are hoping to keep it a universal grade, and we'll find out whether or not the grade went up, down, or stayed the same.
Yeah, last week was
We'll talk about
Dr. Von Hoot. Last week, and there's been a handful of episodes like last week where I'm not as curious about the books as I am where the guest works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do?
Dragon Ink Comics is a psychiatrist.
That would make sense then.
Yeah, he looked young.
She was.
Oh, she looked young. I was listening while I worked.
Yeah, they. Recently. If you go back and look through their stuff, they transitioned recently on the. But so yeah. Anyways, we're gonna find out about that book. That'll be fun. We'll get a chance to talk about some of the processes he used on this book and go from there. But yeah, that was the first time I think I'd ever seen the
bad juju in the air here. Have the Dreamwave folded? I think there's a couple from Devil's Due.
Is that time? I got to run to Romania, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell them all we said hello.
Yep, it's been real. It's been fun, but I can't say it's been real fun. Actually, it has been because you guys are there. I love you all, except for Justin. Because Justin won
crazy books.
Justin went up to me with an AF-15, and knowing that I can never top that. But I have an ASM-1 and he doesn't.
For now.
That's right. There's one available for $4,600. It's all beat up.
I don't think I'm allowed to buy one this year.
You think you're done? I thought I was done with my run this year too, but it looks like before long I'll be down to only one remaining.
He said the only Slabs guest transitioned.
Yeah, what? Yes.
Last week's guest. He was talking
last week's guest, yeah. Look, they came out
on IG.
They came out as trans this year.
You're talking about
on their YouTube channel.
Oh, YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with the guest. That was the first time.
Yeah, if you were to go back and look at Dragon Ink comic stuff, you'll see the older stuff, and you'll see this year came out as trans. So, no big deal. They have great comics, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah,
first JSA. That's
second
all.
Half was crazy.
How casually they're holding the comics up. I'm just like, are you?
Not only that, but they were like, "Yeah, we got a few of these. Just trying to upgrade." You know,
I knew it was gonna be a show that Mark would appreciate because I knew their focus, besides being on the Fawcett stuff, was trying to get first cover appearances of JSA members.
Well, not just that; it was the Bullet Man one is what got me. And I'm like driving, trying not to wreck. Like, y'all were talking about the census, like how the highest number on the census is like a 4 or 5, and this one unfortunately is only a 4. I'm like,
only.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. No, it's everyone's got different things, and every once in a while I've heard them talk about some of the prices they've spent on books, and it's definitely a different level. Yeah. It's not a level that I would be in very often. Or ever, actually, to be honest with you. I don't, 4 figures was a lot for me to get to spend on a book. But going to 5 figures on a book, I'm no Justin Birch, man. I'm just speculating. I don't actually know, and I don't care to know. I'm only speculating, but, I'm just not that. I don't make comic book money.
The stars aligned for Justin.
Well, remember, I've been selling all of my toys.
Dude, like I said, I have the fun. You fun your hobby. I just know I know it's a big book, And I'm just like, there comes a limit sometimes for me personally. I say that now until I cross that line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like DJ
Once you
Links.
go.
I say, I'm not going to buy any big books. I lied.
Yes. Timestamp 2 hours 33 minutes.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
I'm about to kill it. Kyle's up, and we're about to making pancakes with the kids. I'm worn out. I don't feel like sitting here all day. I want to go accomplish some goals.
There you
See if
go.
I can find some Transformer books. What are you showing, Izzy?
There you go.
That's awesome.
Thank you. This is going to Norm Rad. He won it yesterday.
Now, if we're being honest, you can throw a little face paint on that character, and you got Dr. Von Hoot.
Yeah, really. But this is one of those weird ones where, like, I don't know what they were thinking of, that they put the X-Men in it.
Looks like they punched holes in it.
Oh yeah, this is the see-through cover. You didn't know that?
Got you. So you can use this icon on the screen here, and you can do the Dr. Von Hoot Warlock variant.
This is There you go.
The Warlock Von Hoot. Go for it. Just tat him up.
There you go.
Make him a Mal.
Yeah, it's going to Aaron, man. So it was Aaron that asked for it. Aaron gets a Warlock. So.
Aaron would appreciate a Mal Warlock more, I'm sure. I appreciate everyone hopping on and watching. Be sure to check out the YouTubes tonight. In the Mix starts at 9. I think it's a different episode tonight. We have somebody coming on for the first time ever to hawk their shit live on the stream, to peddle their property, to try to sell you their merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
So come on by, see if they can talk you into buying their paper. It'll be interesting. What book is it, Remy? Do you remember what book they're trying to sell us?
I've never read it.
Do you remember what it's called, is what I'm saying?
It's
What
Ninja Funk.
Ninja Funk.
Yeah.
So,
but I've never read it, so
I know that this guy has been. I've never met him. I think he's associated with selling mystery boxes or something. Someone said. JP. His name's JP something.
JGP, JPG.
But an acronym is coming on to sell you Ninja Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Steven C said no one wants Ninja Funk.
Nobody wants Ninja Funk.
Yeah, I think that might be why he's doing the rounds, but he's been hitting a bunch of YouTube channels. From what I know, people talk about him. He's a great guy, super nice guy. A lot of people have met him, hung out with him at C2E2 or whatnot, Seller or something. And so I'm sure it'll be a fun. Yeah, that's going down on DJ's channel. Yeah, but I know he's been on Taylor Winder's channel. He's been on a bunch of people's channel in the last month or so here. I think the book is out at this point where you can buy it or something. But we'll see. We'll find out all the details tonight, live at 9 p.m. on In the Mix. So, yeah, y'all can come by and ask him all the questions in the world that you want to ask him. If you have
DJ said that he's already been warned. So that was my concern. I was like, you're going to send this dude into the Lions Den? He's like, I already warned him. He's cool with it. He said, bring it on. I was like, all right. It's a lot of personality to jump in the mix. And
JPG McFly.
Yep.
And Austin said he's a cool guy. Yeah. Ninja Funk, cool Transformers homage cover. Never read it though. I've got a copy of the first one. Jang has a variant. I don't remember what shop it was that did it, but Jang did a cool variant. So I have that one. But I've never read it. I might open it up and read it before the show, but then again, I might not. I've never planned on reading it before. I might just leave it up to JPG McFly, the cool guy, to convince me why I should read it. I'm also curious. I'm definitely going to ask him if he even cares if I read it, if that's even a concern with this book, or if they just want people to buy. Is it a cover by project, or is there any passion, project, love, quality, whatever going into the writing? But there's the Jang variant.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a super dope cover. He never lets you down with covers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Not all comics are made with the intent of being read. Do you poo is a thing.
Yeah, I still don't understand that.
It's just a cover thing.
I know. I just don't get it. I don't. I personally understand. Or
poo. Yeah, here explain why. Bring that question tonight, 9 p.m.
Very classy. Very classy. It was a classy book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how talking about it can dominate the whole time slot, but it'll get talked about. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Be there. Remy, what do you got going on? Are you and Angel going to be watching any movies like y'all were talking about last night?
I started watching Hawkeye.
I'm sorry.
I enjoyed the first episode. It
was
a little behind there. I mean, it took me a year and a half to watch it, but
yeah,
it's
a Christmas show.
Yeah, I found it entertaining. So I still need to get the Alistair and I are going to watch Batman.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that reaction.
Yeah, so we're going to get that set up. I need to.
My whole day, like, I'm not saying this jokingly, my whole day was improved after watching y'all do the Superman movie reaction. The amount of like honest joy and wonder on that, like it just brought back those emotions.
I'm wondering how he's going to react to Batman because it's definitely a different type of movie. So we'll see.
You're talking about the new Batman?
No, 89.
Which one? 89. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but it's still fun. It's still a great movie.
Check out the Superman the movie reaction with Alistair. Like the kid was popping during the moments. He's like, "Catcher, let's do it!
I got you."
And then what got me, and Remy pointed it out too, like it hit that moment where Alistair he was inspired by the film without any them talking or anything. He just Alistair just takes to the sky. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was definitely exciting.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Like I said, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I still have to do that. And so yes, just we'll hopefully release that soon.
Izzy, what's happening in the Izzyverse?
So the Izzyverse, tomorrow is a big day for me. So I put it on the private chat, but tomorrow we are selling some of my collection. So my collection is going to be sold on Whatnot. I have no idea what I'm selling. All I know is I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to get rid of. A lot of signed books, there'll be some variants in there, a lot of 80s and 90s stuff that's going to be there. So go check it out. It's scheduled for 2 o'clock. We're probably going to start more like 3 than 2 o'clock. He put it for 2. I said, dude, you got to give me time to actually get the books I don't want to sell out. But we'll do that.
So,
what was that?
Start with the ones you do want to sell.
Yeah, well, something like that. Yeah, we're going to do something like that. And then, of course, Mondays is, there will be some Spawn in there. I'm almost certain about that. I have a lot of Spawn, so there'll be some Spawn there.
So everybody hit that link that I just put into the chat. It'll take you over there, and you can go ahead and follow.
It's also, I'm also going to post it on, I'm going to put it on YouTube. So we'll be multi-streaming from YouTube and from Whatnot. So if you guys are on YouTube, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, guys. That's the time I'm planning.
You're going to pull some Transformers books and not include them in the show, correct?
Just for you, my man. I'm going to find out what I got, okay? I got some good ones, so I'm sure there's some that I'll get for you.
Yeah, like I said, I just started. I'll send you a photo, too. I have it like I'm a handwritten list kind of guy. I've got a little photo of the ones that I've picked up this week.
Awesome. Well, once I find them, I'll put them to the side, and once I get the full stack, I'll send you photos of the books, and then you could pick from there. All right.
Okay. Sounds good.
And make me an offer.
Will do. JB, what are you doing? You got anything coming up on your very active channel?
No, I'm going to finish this book.
Very good. I really wish that you would letter more books that I'm into.
Me too.
Marcus appreciates your effort, though.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
Any sweet paprika?
Nah, I wouldn't think there'll be some sweet paprika in there.
What kind of books can we be expecting? Just modern new stock?
More of the 80s and 90s stuff, I would say.
Nice.
So this is stuff that I collected from that time period. So we're talking about my 35 years of collecting.
Okay, is Josh selling on here? Or is it just you selling on
It's
here?
actually Josh's stream.
Yeah.
I got a Whatnot, but I don't use it. But it's Josh's stream, and he's going to be putting it on his stream, and I'm going to be the one. I'm selling it up, and I worked out a deal with him. So
yeah, I just didn't know if Josh was going to be selling also.
No, he's selling. He's trying to sell my stuff. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, nice.
So the idea is to change the collection and make up space.
Nice.
So
well, that's going to wrap it up. It's been almost 3 hours. I'm going to go start my day. It smells like pancakes and sausages in here, so I'm going to go investigate.
Is that the air control or is that the actual cooking?
I love cheese toast. Yeah. What is it? Is
it air control, air quality, or is it actually cheese sticks?
No. She's actually making pancakes and sausages for the kids.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've been up, but the house is just getting rocking and rolling. So I'm going to go get caught up with them. Hope everyone has a great day. Did someone say pancakes? What's up, Nick?
Nick shows up right at the right time.
Hope everyone has a good day. And I'll see y'all tonight on In the Mix.
Later, guys.